What's good? Welcome to First String Podcast. On today's episode of First String Podcast, we have the divisional round of the playoffs covered for you. We got two games to choose from for tomorrow's game, and me and Sid will be sticking around watching this Green Bay San Francisco game with you guys. So, y'all ready? Y'all ready to get into it? Y'all ready to talk a little football, have interesting conversation? And don't forget, as always, we got a little snack check. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Yeah.
First String Podcast. Yeah. Too Danny. Dre on the beat. You know. Yeah. What's your favorite squad? Tell me who you going with. First String Podcast. Yeah, we keep it lit. We got the latest updates. We don't pump fake. Like, comment, share. We don't care. Feel free to hate. We got great guests join us. You should chime in. Trudini on the intro for the time being. Lady A, representing Washington. Pick Washington, everything Washington. Mo coming out of Dallas, you know the business. Said, them Georgia Bulldogs ain't quitting. Yeah, if you ain't watching sports, you ain't living. About to get my mattress Mac on, about to bet a million. Let's talk about it. We all grown and cool, we can talk about it. Before we hit the news, we gon' talk about it. Oh, you wanna bet? Let's pop a bottle about it.
Welcome back to First String Podcast. Do not forget to like and subscribe to First String Podcast. Hit the bell to enable alerts for new content just like this. Give us that good thumbs up. And always, the most important part, do not forget to tell a friend about First String Podcast. Let's get the squad in here. Y'all know they ready. They backstage. Let's bring in my right-hand man. Say it. How are you, sir?
What's going on, brother?
Hey, I figured you was doing that because that Georgia Bulldog got a victory today for the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, that's one a minute that's playing this weekend. That's one a minute. That's all.
One of many.
You got a couple more in this Green Bay San Francisco game. You got a couple of them in the Kansas City Bills game. Yeah, you got some on both sides. Yeah, you got some Georgia Bulldogs playing all weekend long.
All right, let's bring in HR straight out of Maryland.
Hello.
Straight out of
Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yesterday it was Purple Friday in Maryland. Like officially.
It was Purple Friday.
Officially, Purple Friday in Maryland yesterday.
But the Commanders play in Maryland also.
Right, but if the Commanders were still in the playoffs, then we could have a Burgundy Friday or something. But we didn't have that, so there was Purple Friday.
Purple Friday. Did you wear purple?
Huh?
Did you wear purple?
Huh?
Okay, good. Good answer. Good answer.
Go Maryland.
Go Maryland.
Go Maryland.
Go Maryland. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat really fast. I think we got two in there. We got Bruce Glass in the chat, and we got John. John said he has a rap. So listen, earlier today, we saw the Houston Texans go up to Baltimore and take on the Baltimore Ravens. John texted me, and he's like, hey, do you see the Todd Monken effect of, that's basically what he was saying is Todd Monken put on a clinic against Houston, right? This is actually what he texted me. He said he schooled them, right? I was like, that's the Lamar effect. That was my response. It's the Lamar effect because Lamar is that piece, that chess piece. If you send too many at him and you leave your secondary one-on-one, he's going to kill you with his legs. Mm-hmm. If you sit back in the zone, the wide receivers have time to find open holes and things like that. He can torch you that way as well. Debo's down. So we got into a great little conversation, me and John, and we can continue that conversation here as well. What did you think about that game, Lady A? Did you see it?
I saw parts, but I feel as though, number one, it was the right outcome. Let's just say that. Let's go into some breakdown. The fourth quarter was really
all Ravens.
It was definitely like yikes, Houston, shout out to them for getting as far as they did, but they just couldn't compete with what the Ravens had to bring. And we saw that throughout the season. Lamar technically didn't have more passing yards than CJ. That wasn't so it was close though, don't get me wrong. It's the rushing yards that Lamar had that kind of really, got them over the edge. Lamar had 100 yards. Like, so let's be real. You're right, John. But Lamar also has his money. He's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. So it's kind of
light the league up this year.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say that if it was there or not, it was Lamar stepping his game up or whether it was Monken. But nonetheless, I mean, it's very clear that there is a difference. And one major difference is Lamar's money. And him promising that you pay me, this is what I'm going to do. So we can't fault that man for that. So he did exactly what he said he was going to do. I mean, he has 152 yards passing, 100 yards rushing.
Yep.
Like, come on now.
And in that fourth quarter, say it and help me out if you understand, if you saw this as well. But in that fourth quarter, it was like Baltimore just exerted their will in the ground game.
Yeah, I actually missed the four quarters. I was on the way home. But from the statistics that I looked at on the way, as I was trying to keep an eye on the game, I mean, if you can't stop the run, then it's TOP.
Well,
yep.
Time possession kills in the fourth quarter when you need points. From the first quarter first and second quarter that I watched, the Baltimore defense came to play.
Oh, so did they?
Houston defense also came to play.
Yeah, they did.
It's just that it was the Lamar effect. Lamar's legs is what changed that game after the first half.
And
yeah,
this was part of me and John's. This was part of me and John's conversation as well. I'm sorry here. Well, we were talking about Greg Roman, and he said bring Roman back with Lamar being paid, and they won't do as well. And I told him, I said, Greg Roman has the playbook of a boys club. Because quarterbacks can't throw in boys club, and they got sophisticated running games and things like that. Greg Roman is that run first guy, that one that we talk about, run the pass ratio being 2-1. I'm gonna run on first down. I'm gonna run on third down. I may give you a little screen or something. I don't trust my quarterback. You have to in today's NFL, you have to trust the quarterback to have some sort of success and scheme them open and things like that. So.
I want you to know that Sid all this time, Sid had a remote for this fan. All this time.
Yeah. Lady, hey, you didn't see anything, lady.
I saw
you did not see anything.
He was like, click. I was like, wait a minute.
And he's trying to figure out where he's been looking for that. He's been looking for that remote for a while now.
Oh my goodness.
Hey,
but no, something said just pointed out in reference to the second half. Yeah, it was a Lamar effect for the second half, but the defense kept Houston to 0 in the second half. Mm-hmm. So that is a major thing. So we had, I feel like it was just both. It was just that they were being an all-out better team.
Yeah, most definitely. Okay, snacks. Anyone?
So. My snack is Olive Garden. So
that's not a snack.
I got Olive Garden. Yeah, that's my snack.
Get a bag.
Yeah, I got Olive Garden for my snack. Yay breadsticks.
Yay breadsticks.
John is eating pancakes.
He said he's eating weights.
Yeah, pancakes.
Pancakes. He's eating weights. Snacks. Okay, we got some games to pick. Y'all ready to get into it? We got 2 games for tomorrow.
Yep.
All right. We got 2 games for tomorrow. Say it. What's on the menu for tomorrow? Let's ask that first.
Oh,
what is on your game day menu?
I already pulled some wings out. Little Bitty gonna be here tomorrow, right?
Okay.
So I went and got him some PF Chang. You know,
That's
the
nice.
boy he like him some fried rice.
That's
I got a little P.F. Chang up in there, but I'm gonna make some wings. And, you know, he's still iffy on the wings and stuff. P.F. Chang's he in there.
Okay.
I got him some apples. I got him some fruit because he like fruit. So I'm gonna get some chicken. And I hadn't decided what else I'm gonna do besides that.
So
but
I know
I'm
for sure.
I'm gonna fry that chicken. Fry that chicken.
Not you dancing now.
Listen, I know for sure I got some tater tots on deck. Tater tots is on deck for tomorrow. I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna make them loaded tater tots or not. Right? I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. But
what I want to do though, before I get too far away, is a guy I'm following on TikTok.
Okay,
I'm not gonna put his name in there yet, but I'm gonna get this recipe that he made. Like it's fire.
Okay.
Ooh, is Jordan Love throwing the ball to? Okay, Lady A, game day menu for tomorrow.
School.
Sounds like one of us is having too much fun on Friday and Saturday.
Yes, it's called homework. And I'll have the game on, but it's called homework.
All right, and I will have my birthday buddy come in there and check on you and make sure that you are doing your work. I'll text him tonight and tell him if he catch you slacking off, pop you one time.
Lies, because I have straight A's. Thank you very much.
We're gonna make sure you continue to have straight A's too. Our first game tomorrow will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. Tampa Bay is coming off of a clean shellacking of the Philadelphia Eagles, who really just showed up for a check. They showed up to Tampa and said, "Hey, NFL, you got a check for me?" Because we got places to go. We got, we got places to be. We got planes to catch. We got bags to pack. Their coach.
Yeah, they did.
Todd Bowles was asked earlier this week, "Are you concerned about the weather in Detroit?" And the reporter took a big L because he said, Detroit has a dome. So they don't have to worry about the cold.
Where's that dome?
It's in Detroit.
Right.
The reporter took an L on that one, thinking that this was a Miami, Kansas City type of situation.
Yeah.
Tampa's defense played outstanding.
In the area.
It will be, but they do play inside.
Right.
Tampa's defense came to play last week. Their defensive line played outstanding, and their linebackers flew to the ball like heat-seeking missiles. The question is, will their offense be able to match with Detroit's defense, who can be taken advantage of? Like stated last week, the only thing that stopped the Rams last week was the Rams. They had 3 legit wide receivers. Tampa's wide receivers are okay, but they are not the wide receivers that the Rams have. And they do not have Matthew Stafford. They have Baker Mayfield.
Right.
Can the Detroit Lions contain Tampa's run game? And will they give their offense enough opportunities with the ball? That's the question here. Detroit's crowd should be outstanding again as they look to win their second playoff game in over 20 plus years. Let's look at the line. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at +6 at -110. Their money line is +220. The Detroit Lions are -6 at -110. Their money line is -278. The over-under set at 50, 108 for the over, 113 for the under. Sid, you got the graphics from last week?
Did I load that up? Hold on. Let me double check. I don't think we did load that up. I think we was going to put it all together.
Oh, okay.
But since you want to point it out there, we'll go ahead and put it out there that Pick was I do have it written down. Pick was 6-0 last week. Coming in today, he was undefeated. He was the only one out of the group undefeated. He was 6-0. Said Lady A and Ant all were 500. We were 3-3. Pick was coming in high. He on 5. He sure was.
Did he win the game earlier?
Yes, he won the first game. You, me, and Pick won the first game because I took the over and Gene lost.
Listen, I got a question, audience. I got a question. Do y'all find it ironic that when Pick goes 6-0, there are no graphics?
It's gonna be. I'm gonna have the graphics on Tuesday.
No, but it's
Pick. In all actuality, Pick. In all actuality,
when Pick goes 1-5,
you didn't have a good game. Hold on, you didn't have a good game until after the season was over, the regular season. You didn't.
Oh,
You
man.
had to wait to the postseason to have a good game. So
Hey, and
I
there are no
mean, you
graphics.
can't really, you
There are no
know.
graphics. There are no
Fred was
graphics for the
so shocked
situation.
that he couldn't provide the information to the graphics department because
No
he
graphics
was
for-
in shock.
He's still trying to count and find ways for me to go 1 and 5. that's what's happening here.
Well, that's because so he's trying to figure out they're running it through to make sure that you didn't cheat.
Right,
Because how did
Did
this
he go
gentleman
6-0?
right here go all this
Right.
time without having a really, really good game? And
And
then all of a sudden in the postseason, you
right.
They
yeah.
hot like
Let's
fire in the
continue.
postseason. Bang.
Let's continue on in this hot like fire type situation right now. Okay. Let's do this. Let's look at this. Not with the heart thinking this team's gonna win, that team's gonna win. I do like the fact that Detroit is that grit, ground and pound you team. And then we can beat you with our wide receivers if you get greedy versus our run and you leave your corners on the island one-on-one. Tampa does have really nice corners. Their corners are physical. They like to play physical. They like to jam you and be tough like that. But you got this one guy on that team called Mike Williams who can take the top off. And I believe they'll go deep and test them and hit them once or twice here. But I do like Detroit's running game. I do like Detroit to win this game. Tampa and Todd Bowles, they're a tough team. Mm-hmm. Give me Detroit money line.
Ooh, listen to him. Detroit money line.
He said it with his chest.
He said it's all conservative and everything. Detroit money line.
Give me Detroit money line. He probably had his hands folded too.
They was like this. They was just like this. They was right here with it though. They was right here off camera.
All right, so I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. I'm gonna go ahead and take the under on this game.
She's taking the under.
Yep.
There's a chance of snow in Detroit, but I'm not sure how much it's going to affect the game.
I mean, it's going to affect it. They might as well just sleep at the stadium. They'll be all right.
Mm-hmm. Looking at
they still can play.
What's up, Drew?
25 apiece. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with Lady A on this one. I do think Detroit will win this game, but I think it'll be more defense and offense in this game. I think Baker Mayfield comes back to earth because he always had 1 or 2 good games, and then he throw a few stinkers. I mean, only thing last game was they dropped him. They hit him in the hands, but they dropped him. So he got away unscathed in that game without getting those picks returned the other direction. Honestly, I think I'm gonna take Detroit in the under. I'm gonna take the under.
Taking the under. Taking the under.
Gotta specify that.
Taking the under.
Yeah, I'm taking the under. So with that being said, the least pick on the island all by himself.
I don't have my watch on. Let me go get my watch, and then I'll come back and do that.
What?
Wilson!
I looked
at flex. Don't be no flex at that night.
What? I'm like, what?
Don't be no flex at that night.
If you wanted your watch, you would have had it on already, sir.
I've been in this joint today. I've been in this joint today like this. I've been like this today. I've been getting my relax on. I've been here relaxing today. Sitting back on this cozy, comfy couch, like getting it in. Our next game, we had the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Now, everyone remembers that amazing game, the championship round, the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm sorry, the divisional round was a divisional round then between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs a couple of years ago that forced the NFL to change the rule where both teams get the ball. The difference here is this game is not in Kansas City, it's in Buffalo. And Buffalo remembers. Buffalo also said that they are aware that Kansas City wants revenge for that. What's up, Sam?
Had Mahomes first road game of his career. First playoff road game.
Can't underestimate it. Especially with Bills Mafia being in the place as well.
What's up, Gene?
Gene's here? Gene's here again?
No, I'm just saying you talk about
general.
Bills Mafia. So when they throw it out there, just in case he was watching.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Gene,
What's
who
up?
was on our show.
Yeah, I was about to send Gene another invite right now, but we'll see what happens here in a little bit. Okay. All right. The Bills looked outstanding last week versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. KC looked outstanding versus the Miami Dolphins, who played in cold weather. The question is, will Pat Mahomes' helmet hold up?
Oh.
Now the Bills got more snow. The fans have already shoveled their way to their seats, and it should be all good for game time. So they shouldn't have to dig their way through the tunnels and get to their seats like they did last week. Let's talk about the teams on the field real quick. Rice played a heck of a game last week. They need him to step up, but they also need more help from the other wide receivers. Kadarius Toney. Yeah, of course. I wish your boy that caught 2 touchdowns last year. He drops more passes than he catches. They led the league in drops. So all of them. Kelsey needs to stop dropping passes. Taylor Swift will be in the building, of course. My guy Pikachu must have an outstanding game. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, every one of them needs to be there to help Patrick Mahomes. The Bills' defense has improved, but they still are vulnerable to the run. And will James Cook do as he's been doing this season, which was lead the team in rushing and taking some of that pressure off of Josh Allen? Josh Allen, will he try to play hero ball and go one-on-one versus Patrick Mahomes? Those are the questions. Let's look at the line. Mm-hmm. The Kansas City Chiefs are plus 2.5 at minus 103. Their money line is plus 120. The Buffalo Bills are minus 2.5 at minus 120. Their money line is minus 148. The over-under set at 45.5, 110 both ways. Listen, this game here is simple. It's really simple. Don't overthink it. One of these teams is going to come in with the mindset to run the ball. The other team is going to come in with the mindset of, if we can't run the ball, we have to throw the ball. I like Pikachu. I think Pikachu is going to have an outstanding game tomorrow. I think Travis Kelce and those wide receivers will play their role. I don't think it's going to be a pass-happy Patrick Mahomes. I think they'll play ball control versus the Bills, and they'll pull us off. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs money line. Kansas City money line.
Gotcha.
Money line.
I like it. I do think this is going to be a close game. And with that said, y'all know how I also operate in regards to games like these. So I will be taking the Chiefs plus the 2.5.
Chiefs plus the 2.5.
Correct.
I like it.
This is going to be an interesting game. I think that it's going to be a trying game for Kansas City. I think the Bills win this game at home. Give me Pat Mahomes' first loss on the road in the playoffs. Bills to win at home. So with that being said, let me what in the world is that? With that being said, let me go ahead.
With your pose.
Go ahead, strike it.
It's over, said. What you go?
Oh, look. Hey, said. Green Bay seems to be taking this fight to San Fran here.
They are, my brother. Oh
100%.
No! They didn't get the first down.
They are, and San Fran is in trouble with. Now they rested their starters, right? Starters, so they had I know Brock Purdy had some 20-something days off. Deebo Samuels, I told you guys, went down. Christian McCaffrey's over there looking a little beat up right now. This is a hard-hitting game. bumps and bruises, calluses need to be built. And after like 20-something days, your body starts to go back into that, oh, I'm off phase. It starts to go back into that I'm off phase. And I don't think that's what they needed right there. They still needed to have them outstanding practices, like they did to prepare for the season and throughout the season. And yeah, they did hold them. It's right now, if you're Green Bay, you feel really good and your defense is playing well. So I don't know, man. Green Bay they may have got turned around right here, but I think San Fran is a little bit in trouble. Yes.
You're saying like if you're Green Bay, you should be comfortable. Truthfully, if you're watching the game, you know that the score should be a little more drastic than it is.
It should have been 10-0 already.
Because Green Bay has been dominating.
They have.
So, it's kind of if you're a Green Bay fan, I can understand the concern because you're doing all of this, you're dominating, but it's not equaling points. And that's what's going to win the game. You need points. So that's a concern for Green Bay fans. For 49ers fans, it's good that they're not getting points, but it is a concern that your team is not performing already where they should.
Yeah, right. But at the same time, I understand what you're saying. And like a lot of people think that San Fran is really, really dominant because of their defense. Like last year, their defense, they had an outstanding defense. Yeah. But this year, it's mostly been their offense. And without Debo, without Christian McCaffrey, their offense struggled, and that's when they went on that terrible losing streak. It's their offense that's carrying them right now, and Debo's back out. Brock Purdy's throwing balls in the ground.
And changing shoes.
It just doesn't look like the same San Fran right now. So you can't say you're pretty much optimistic when your offense is 3 and out.
Yeah,
5 and out. And, yeah,
it's a concern for 49ers fans. It is.
Like, there's no way that pass should have been in the ground.
It's early in the game. Maybe, someone will give one of those amazing speeches in the locker room at halftime and everyone comes out motivated. But at the same time, right now, it's not looking too hot.
Now, this is all for this game here early, as we can talk about some of the stuff going on. NFL wise, they still have these coaching vacancies that are still open that a lot of them haven't been filled.
Right.
The few that we knew that was going to happen, like I really thought Pierce was going to get that job.
And he did.
With the Raiders.
He did. Congrats.
They made that mistake one time. The Raiders made that mistake one time. I think they learned from that one time. And then Mayo getting the job in New England. So
was the Pierce hiring a surprise to you though?
No,
I know we hoped.
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
I thought that he should get it, but I just hope the Raiders didn't do what they did last time. Last time, I forgot the guy's name. Who they fired the head coach midseason. The guy turns the team around, and instead of them hiring the guy as the head coach, they cut him and brought in the shyster from New England.
The shyster from New England.
What? Can you go back? Who is it? The who? And he looked like, did they catch me? Did they see? Did they hear that?
Yeah, we did.
We heard you.
There are still 5 vacancies out there. I hope the Atlanta Falcons can make the mistake in bringing in Belichick. I just don't think
Bill Belichick had a second job interview today with the Atlanta Falcons.
Also, why is that a mistake? Is it because you feel like he's not? You
have to realize what is going on in New England, right? Bill Belichick is almost like the GM as well.
He was the GM.
This team that's playing bad, guess who picked him?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not what's going to happen in Atlanta, Sid.
Well, hold on, not even that. Hold on, no.
Yeah,
he can go to Watson for that.
They're saying that if anybody's going to let him do it, it would be Atlanta. I read like a bunch of different articles, and everyone's saying the same thing.
That's not what I'm even saying. I'm saying it wasn't a problem until it became a problem. with the draft picks. Let's not forget the Edelmans, the Bradys, the whoever you want to throw in there. Let's
Wes
not act like we
Walkers.
don't. Let's not forget this guy was a guru because he was able to find these gems that fit his system that were able to contribute on a great level. So I'm saying it was never a problem until it was a problem. Even when Tom left, it was like it was a problem because they didn't win. They were always in the thick of it. So nobody never complained. They were saying, oh, he's such a genius. He's able to go package. He's got 16 picks in 7 rounds. So that's my thing.
Yeah.
Now, this is the problem that you can run into, not even in Atlanta. I think any coach, if you don't learn how to adjust, if you don't learn how to find a different way to connect with these guys, your message is going to get stale.
Yeah.
You can't, maybe if you'd have came in this year and tried to be a little more fun loving, but to have your system that you just stick to, and I'm not saying, right, lady, I'm not saying he was going to do it. I'm just saying you have to learn how to evolve.
Right.
You maybe you learn how to be a little bit more of a player's coach, but you lambasted Tom Brady. That people got stories of it. Hey, listen, he came in, he talked to Tom like everybody else. Jimmy said, yeah, we don't treat everybody the same around here.
Yeah, Jimmy said no. If Emmitt Smith sleep, I'm gonna get him a pillow.
Right, but you, Jim Hawashewitz, when you go to sleep, we cutting you.
Exactly.
It's that simple. So you got to learn how to switch it up is my issue. I think sometimes a fresh scene could be something good for Bill, and maybe something good for Atlanta.
Whoa.
I'm not saying for a fact. I'm not saying for a fact.
Hold on. I know why Sid is
about
afraid.
to lose it.
Let me tell you why Sid is afraid. I'm gonna tell you why Sid is afraid. This is
if
why
they ain't gonna draft nobody out of Atlanta, Sid, it still don't matter.
Out of Georgia, they sure ain't. Listen, now actually,
maybe Bill will go to Georgia.
Maybe Bill will go to Georgia.
He has drafted a few players though.
How about that, Sid? Now what you gonna say when you start drafting?
Players.
Now imagine if he'd have got Jalen.
But here's the thing: is Bill. This is why Sid is afraid of it, right? Sid's afraid because Bill is older. But this is what Bill Belichick has said. He said, "I'm willing to give up the GM part and just coach." And we all know Bill is a really good coach.
I would love that.
If he gave up the GM part and just coached, we talked about it, don't do the grocery shopping, just do the coaching.
Yeah.
I believe he could get the most out of Atlanta.
But I love how you just called Sid an ageist. Like you literally said that.
He is. Like this dude 105.
Sid is mad because he's old.
Sid don't like the geriatric community, is what you're saying.
Maybe
Sid wants a young
coach to evolve. It's another way to say that.
One of these young, innovative coaches. He keeps looking at
innovative,
these young. Yeah, he keeps looking at these young, innovative coaches. He's talking about the guy. Give me somebody that that'll run a tackle eligible on a 3-yard line. He's
done all that. He's done all that. He's done all that.
But he did it 20 years ago. He wants somebody that's going to do it.
It wasn't 20
this year.
So you're saying if Sid had to start all over again, he'll be a sugar daddy.
Goodbye. All of it. Just all of it.
Lady, are you getting out of here?
All of it. I'm about to. Y'all gonna make me cut my camera off and just go.
Gonna make me go find my mask and cover my tattoos.
You try to go incognito.
We gonna say goodbye, lady. Hey, so we can cut it.
Go incognito.
Now San Fran's doing what San Fran's supposed to do.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Somebody had to give them a good talking to, okay? Because this wasn't where it's at.
Did we talk Ravens, Texans?
We did, but you got something you want to add in there?
No, I didn't get to watch it. So I just want to know what. Now I seen that the Ravens just beat the brakes off them kids. They finally let them know, hey, now this is cool, this is cute what you did,
right?
But
real cute.
Now we're in the big leagues. So
right.
What did y'all? I was gonna ask, what did you see? Like, was it just that? All right, now they are who we thought they were. The moment. It ain't even about the moment being too big. Now you have to be who we thought you were.
Lamar got down to business.
So he acted a fool today.
Okay. He had 152 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, he had 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
So they just dictated and controlled this game in every fashion.
That's just Lamar. So
he didn't have to do anything. Yeah. He didn't have to do much. The Ravens 100 rushing is still spectacular, though.
Right. For another position, but he's the quarterback. And then the whole second half, the Texans didn't score. So
they're gonna be fine, though. They're gonna be all right.
I mean, they did much better than a lot of people thought. So
a year early? That's saying a lot for a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach. That's like a year early. Come on.
They did really well. Like
they are a couple years early. We can't even say that what's their core? What is their core? Name it.
Okay. Their running back Singleton is a monster. We saw him live last year, and was like, I remember him from.
Hey, he got 22 yards today.
Who?
He's their running back.
Who?
Devin Singleton. Singletary. You said it wrong. It's Singletary.
Was he?
You even said it wrong, right, Pick?
Was he from the Bills?
Yeah.
You know why he's not with the Bills anymore?
Because the Bills never ran the ball,
and he wasn't that good. Stop it.
Okay.
We can do this if you like.
Devin Singletary had 9 carries. Hold on. Devin Singletary had 9 carries and 22 yards today.
That's all. Okay. So let's keep going then. Keep going.
Wait. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I say they're a year early, because they're still about two, maybe 2.5 offensive linemen away.
That's cool. Give me to these position players.
But their defense is legit. And don't forget, their wide receiver corps was really depleted down the stretch. And that's when 12 stepped his game.
Who are they, though? Who are they? That's what I'm asking.
You got
Tell me who the receivers are.
You got
the guy who just came back from
leukemia.
Yeah. So what are we talking about here?
And then their burner broke his leg. Or was it a broken leg or an ACL? Said
who?
For Houston,
their burner. He said their burner.
No. He had the
That's not a good.
I just want to. If we go talking now, let's talk.
You talking about? He came back. He had the
Not Mechie. I'm not talking about Mechie.
No,
I'm talking about the one that got injured.
What is his name?
He got injured. He was lost for the rest of the
season. You say something in the name, it blinks my mind.
Their top receiver today was Nico Collins.
Yeah, we're not talking about that's 12. That's 12. That's
Collins.
Right.
I'm
not talking about
Dalton
Schultz is the tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, the ex-Cowboy. So we know why. We know why he. We know why he didn't. We know why he played no part.
He ain't do too bad.
we know why he was average.
He averaged 8.6 a carry. So
Dalton wasn't bad. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
So my point is this: Pick respectfully, core players, they're more than a year away. Singletary is not the guy.
No,
it's cool, but he's not the guy. He wasn't that guy in Buffalo, even when he got his chance. He was just regular.
Yeah.
If we look at whoever their guy is now,
no, I got you. Go ahead.
Who is their guy now? And I'm talking about for the Bills. He's about the same.
It's Cook.
The brother. The brother.
Yeah.
Right? The younger brother. He's good. There we go. You're right. He's good. But the Texans, man, the Texans had nobody on their roster last year. Let's be honest. They fought hard.
Yeah.
Remember, that was the thing. When y'all went to the game, it was like, man, the Texans were fighting hard in this game. You couldn't name anybody, though. They just their coaching staff was even decent then to keep them in it. Who was that team that was like that last year? It was another team. It was like, I don't know who they got, but their coaching staff is the Giants.
Yeah.
They were like the Giants without making the playoffs last year. Like they fought hard all the time, but they never did anything. So that's my only thing with the Texans. I hear what you're saying, but they're a few years early. They just caught the perfect storm. CJ, to your credit, I can't stop giving you credit enough for that. You said he was going to be the guy that he is. Mm-hmm. I didn't see it. But I was thinking that it was going to be Alabama kid. And, you could argue he never had a shot. Looking at that.
You got that right.
He never had a shot. But CJ has impressed beyond measure in a lot of ways.
Rookie of the year.
Even probably more than what you thought. I don't know if you thought he was going to be rookie of the year. I just think you thought he was going to be the better one out of those two.
I thought he was going to be the better one.
And those two were definitely competing for a top spot. So that like it wasn't like that was a tough competition between the two of them. So
between the two of who?
Him and what's his best friend?
Who is his best friend?
CJ's best friend. Huh? CJ's best friend.
What team do he play for?
They got drafted 1 and 2.
You talking about Carolina. She talking about
what's his name?
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Oh, Bryce.
There you go.
The little guy. He's a little guy.
But I'm just saying they were competing for top 2, so whoever between the two of them, whoever got that leg up was going.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Good.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, see, the thing is though, like you said, how good could Bryce Young have been had he had any of those weapons?
Yeah.
Remember the number one wide receiver on that team is no longer on that team. He in Chicago.
Right.
For sure.
You know, they started having a fire sale. They got to fix the offensive line. The best defensive end was holding out for more money.
Their best wide receiver did not. You must be talking about
Moore.
Okay, you talking about
DJ Moore. Yeah.
But Robert Woods was their
Robert Woods kept dropping the ball.
And he's not that guy, Pick. He's not that guy. Robert Woods he's a flash guy though.
He's a flash guy, but he keep dropping the ball.
That's who he wasn't in LA though. Robert Woods is just a flash guy. He's not a consistent target. He's a second, third guy, really. He's not a guy
that gave everybody fits. Even early in the year was DJ. Remember what he did in Atlanta?
Yeah.
No, had he not pulled his helmet off and there been a penalty, they would have won.
No,
he had like 200-yard receiving. Just run up and down the field.
Yeah.
They go DJ Moore over there. Y'all see him? Apparently not, because he keep running down the field wide open.
I said I don't.
What did he do?
No,
say me about the stroke out.
He said he was running up down the field.
Say just joke.
But for real,
such a joke.
So we know that Bryce Young he didn't have a chance.
No,
he didn't, and that's no knock.
Traded number one wide receiver. They got rid of the number one running back.
Well, the number one wide receiver, he never even had a chance to gel with him because they traded.
That's what I'm saying.
Moore was gone before
Moore was gone.
He was gone.
I'm just saying what they were missing. This is what they were missing on the offensive side. Off the top. You see the offensive line. You see the first play in the preseason, he was getting hit.
Hold on, stop. 1 second. Are y'all watching the game? Did y'all just see that horrific hold in the backfield and the referees just looked right at it? Like the dude got tackled.
I mean, at this point, are we surprised?
No.
We're not surprised.
This is early.
If they would have called it,
I also seen the DB put his hands, the defensive line put his hand inside the quarterback jersey and snatch him to the ground with no flag. I thought there was a penalty. Last time I checked, there was a penalty. What are you doing in front of the back?
From the back it is. From the back.
My bad, Pick. You might be Pick. If you stick your hands inside the jersey and grab the pass, front or back.
You're right.
That's what he just did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So, to answer your question, Green Bay has been way too dominant in this game. And if you are a San Francisco fan, you should be concerned about that. But as far as Green Bay is concerned, as dominant as they may be, it's not equal in points. Right. So,
just only got a field goal, you should get 7. Yeah.
Right. And if they figure out how to actually get the points, on the board, I mean, that's going to be a problem for San Francisco.
Which to that point, their coach is way better than what we give him credit for.
Who, Green Bay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could argue that one of the big problems was the inconsistency of Love.
Yeah.
Jordan Love was very hit or miss.
Yep.
We seen him last year when he came in for that little spell and he started tossing that ball around and we was like, hold on now. You got a little zip on. They got a little Aaron Rodgers-esque zip on that ball. So if he could find a way to put it together, there might be some. This might be interesting. This might be interesting.
That question right there leads me to this: has Green Bay found what it takes to groom a quarterback, is to get a quarterback before you need one, let him sit, learn, because they've gone from Hall of Fame quarterback to Hall of Fame quarterback to maybe another one, right?
Oh, well, we ain't gonna go there.
I ain't gonna say that.
I said to maybe another one. I'm not calling him one, but
you can't even say maybe.
It's way too early to say that.
It's way too early. Like if you have a quarterback that gets a chance, if you have a quarterback that gets the chance to just sit and learn,
I'll say this
consistently, that
if he gets to the NFC Championship, that's
Jordan
Love.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. I mean, I feel like kudos
depending on who they play. If you say what?
That's gonna be so pissed because we beat them.
There you go. There you go.
We beat Green Bay, by the way. It ain't many people who didn't. They 9-8.
That's what I'm saying.
10-8.
10-8. But you know, I'm talking about regular season.
On that one game.
I'm talking about regular season. You know. But I don't know, man. You may be on something.
Jordan is doing good so far. I mean,
he is.
He doing better than Brock right now, other than the touchdown.
But the fact that you have that opportunity to sit and learn and absorb the playbook, and you're not expected to come in 1 year and be perfect and do everything like you're a seasoned vet. You know, you get to sit back, learn, and catch the speed of the game, and not worry. But these quarterbacks now, go ahead.
I was gonna say we could argue if you look at what's happened to him, it's Brock Purdy-esque in the way that Brock came in, took it like he had to start it in the middle of the season. Then it's like, okay, now he's actually getting through his rookie season. You know, he had spots where he played. You can't hold a guy to him not coming in and dominating when he's, coming in week 12 or week 16 and shows a couple flashes and now you're expecting something. This is normal to a guy who's now got the reins. So for him to figure it out, to be able to get, because my thing was, I never thought that he was not the guy, but it's like, you got to start putting something together.
Yeah.
When you see a CJ, when you see a Brock Purdy, you got to start putting something together, man, because you're highly touted. They weren't just hoping. They believed he would be the guy. It's hard for me to not believe it. Why didn't they move on from him?
Yeah.
It's so much proof out there to say, nah, they knew he would be this guy.
Yeah, but they also knew because don't forget, Aaron Rodgers didn't go to training camp. Brett Favre, OTAs, I'm sorry, not training camp, but OTAs, right? Mm-hmm. Brett Favre didn't go to OTAs. That's where Aaron Rodgers got to develop at, was in OTAs when Brett didn't show up. And then next thing you know, Aaron's not going to OTAs, so Jordan gets to develop, learn the playbook, and show what he knows. So then when it came time when Aaron got hurt, and we as the public got to see him, and he played versus Kansas City, and they put his mom over at the top of the stadium where it's cold at, and he looked terrible. We was like, oh, this is terrible. This kid looks terrible. Fast forward 2 years later, we got him in the playoffs, a game away from going to the championship game, right? Mm-hmm. For every CJ Stroud that you have, you have a Josh Rosen. You get 1 year, and we trade you to the Miami Dolphins, and then the Miami Dolphins cut you and you out of the league. But what Green Bay has done is this. They have got a quarterback before you needed one, which used to be San Fran's old model, because they did the same thing with Joe Montana and Steve Young before they moved on to a new quarterback, right? They did the same thing with Alex Smith and Colin Kaepernick. But now it's a microwave society, and we need them right now. We need them right now.
Yeah, that's what people used to do back in the day, and I felt like that worked. I don't know why a lot of teams change, but I feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to have a younger quarterback sitting in the background learning. That's literally what everyone was doing back in the day. So I appreciate it, and I think they did do the right thing by Jordan. And by doing the right thing by Jordan, you're doing the right thing for your team.
Well, we got to think about
who would have thought that they would be, with Jordan? Who would have thought that? This time last year, did we think that was going to happen?
No, we thought they was going to trade him. We thought they was going to trade him.
Well, we also thought at the beginning of the season that they was going to have who as quarterback. Oh, okay. And for the way that, it all worked out, for their number one QB to go down when he did, and Jordan step up.
Yeah.
And they're still here where they are today. Kudos to him.
And
let's get say it on this. Let's get say it on this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was watching the game.
Oh, Lord.
I was like in on the game over here.
Somebody.
We're talking about Jordan Love, right?
Yeah.
They had to. They invested the pick in him when they drafted him, so they had to do what they needed to do. They, even though they had Aaron Rodgers at the time, and he came in for a short period of time to play, they had already put the time and the money into him for him to learn, him to back up. And the head coach, it was the head coach's pick. So they went out and got the guy that he said he wanted. So he couldn't just go. He just couldn't go away from him. He had to get him ready for this moment in time. Yeah, there were early struggles early on, but it seemed like they made adjustments on how they wanted to get the ball out of his hands, how they're running the ball, and they did that later in the year. But they had to. They had to do what he does best. I don't understand why these coordinators get these guys and they know what they do best and what they like to do, and they do the exact opposite. That takes away from who they are. If you know what they are, do what they do best, and then incorporate other stuff into it. Because at that point, once people start trying to stop what they do best, and now instead of him running back like he's gonna take up a run and he throws the ball, all hands in the air. Because now they have to take another aspect, a la Lamar Jackson. You have to take another aspect of his game into account. You just can't sit in there and effectively take away him running the ball, because he's showing you, I can sit in here and throw this ball. I mean, he can do it. So, but we still beat him.
And what you got?
What you also have to take into consideration is what the salary cap did to the quarterback position.
Sure.
It cut down the ability to have to wait for a guy to develop. If a guy can get it right now, we can cut the fatty assets at the top. Yeah, it came out weird, didn't it? But no, I don't.
Hold on.
It's not gonna stop in time. Say it. It's not gonna stop in time. And he hit us with the remote, and I was like, so all this time you had a remote on this fan.
You could have been did this to yourself. Right. But yeah, so it basically that you got these, as the quarterback money went up, and I'm talking about the rookie quarterbacks, that increases the responsibility. All you need is one to do well. Now you're saying that's the standard. Thank you. I know you've been here for 8 years, but you got to go. We're going to go with the young guy. That's the NFL.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
It's about money.
Yep.
So let me ask this question. With the Chicago Bears having the first pick in the draft, and we just talked about how the Green Bay Packers have done it, and Aaron Rodgers told the Green Bay Packers, Aaron Rodgers just told the Chicago Bears, I'm your daddy. And now Jordan Love is taking over that, that daddy role for the Chicago Bears. Should the Chicago Bears keep Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams? Come on, say an answer.
You said.
Oh, you want me to go first? Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
The fact that I think they should trade him. The hard part for me is
take your bias out of it. Take your bias.
Hold on. The fact that I'm saying is, we don't know who our head coach is, so we don't know the system. I think that whoever is that quarterback in the system. They're gonna have to fix the offensive line. I don't care who you draft, who you put back there, especially Caleb Williams, because if you watch him play in college, he'll throw a pick fast. You can be like, I'm just saying. So you put them behind you put them behind. Whoa.
Hit me with that question again. I'm sorry.
If you put them behind that line, no matter who you put behind the line, if they're not gonna block and hold up, I don't care who it is. I don't care how athletic they are. I don't care who. If they cannot stand in that pocket and throw the ball, just like we've seen it. The games that Justin Fields was able to stand in that pocket and throw the ball, they played very well. They did their thing. He played awesome on those games where he can stand back there, throw that ball, take off a run every now and then. He looked absolutely awesome. The thing is, as a GM, are you willing to put the money to fix? Whoa.
That is a big piece of cake.
That's a big piece of cake. That play what?
Cheesecake Factory.
Well, that's a nice little piece there.
Wait, and y'all judged me for my
Do y'all? How many times have y'all made it a purpose to go to the Cheesecake Factory, and after you ate, you got cheesecake?
Oh, every time I go to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm getting cheesecake.
Even if you take it home,
I'm not leaving without cheesecake. Why would I go to the Cheesecake Factory?
What you say? What you say, Sid?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get some cheesecake, player. I just gotta do it. I gotta take someone to the house with me. But that's the facts in Chicago. Mm-hmm. If they're not gonna fix the offensive line, I don't care. And listen, if the thing about this is another thing to think about.
This is so good.
There have been teams talking to Cliff Kingsbury and linking them together.
Yeah, Chicago would be one of them.
FYI.
Wow.
So the question was, we saw from Green Bay drafting having a veteran and drafting a future successor. Should the Chicago Bears keep Justin Fields and draft Caleb Williams? That was the question, Lady A.
Into Atlanta.
I mean, who's their QB2 right now?
That's a great question. I would have to look at their depth chart. Not really.
The undrafted guy. The undrafted guy.
So if that's the case, then yeah, they can do that. You can have your QB1 and QB2. Makes sense. So that's why I'm asking. That's the only reason. But at the same time, that's drafting number one and then sitting that QB back. I'm not 100% with that. I feel like you need to utilize that player. Whoever is drafted at number one needs to be in the game.
Yeah, but sometimes when you don't let's look at it realistically, okay? And I'm gonna give it to you here in a second, and I'm gonna give you that same question. But when you are at the number one pick, the number one of number one, you don't plan on being there the following year. Like the perfect example would be Chicago traded out with Carolina last year, and Carolina was back there again this year, but it goes back to Chicago, right? They didn't plan on being there. So you have to take the quarterback when you have the opportunity to take the quarterback at number one or number two, because they're supposed to be there for the next 10 to 15 years, right? And yeah, they're supposed to be there for the next 10 to 15 years. And what should Chicago do?
I mean, it's kind of hard to pass on Caleb because he's good and he could sling it around the yard. So I'm just being real. The dude appears to be an expert slinging that thing around the field. He put up crazy numbers this year, but I think you got to be honest and say, not one time have they done a good job of doing right by the quarterback that they do have.
Mm-hmm.
No. Set up for failure.
You've not put a line. You've not put a running back. You got rid of the passing options. Mm-hmm. So what is drafting him gonna do when you ain't gonna be able to protect him either?
That's true.
You don't have a defense. You don't have nothing.
You got to start somewhere.
But you let the coach stay.
But his whole offensive staff is gone.
That's cool. You still gonna implement whatever system you want to.
Yeah, he did.
But right, which,
we see who was pointing the fingers.
Like you said, everybody take the blame for me. Thank you. See you.
Yeah,
that's
exactly what happened.
Self-preservation.
But let's be real. How much different is that gonna be? Because you're still gonna implement whatever system you want to put in anyway.
Right.
Yep.
So you're telling me that you were operating as the head coach and you let them do whatever they wanted to? Not buying it.
So, right. Ron Rivera said the same thing.
So we know that was a lot too.
What I would do is I would trade out of that pick. I would load up and put something around. Justin has showed that he can play in this league and that he could do it both ways. He could do it the Ruder way. He could do it the Tudor way.
Here you go.
I'm just saying.
Huh?
What?
What'd you say?
But you know what?
We got 15 seconds till HR is off of this.
I was about to say.
I don't even know what he said, but I know it was some mess.
Because what you said was a mess.
But you're right, seriously. They're trading that number one pick. But see, then this is another thing. This will be Justin Fields' third offensive coordinator.
Facts.
Right.
So
he'll be learning a whole new system.
He ain't been there that long. That's ridiculous.
Huh?
That's ridiculous. He ain't been there that long. He's going through that many
every year.
Almost every year. Because I think they were talking about because next year is his contract year. At the end of the year, he got 1 year left in his contract, and they, for the franchise or whatever thing.
You got to pick up that 5th year option.
Right. So he's had a new offensive coordinator for 3 years in a row, and you're learning a new system, learning new people. Are they going to surround him with the pieces that's needed?
Here's the thing, said. We're assuming Caleb want to go there.
Do we have a choice?
Right.
This is the draft.
You drafted.
Oh, I'm sorry, Eli.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm sorry. I was mad about that.
Can we
don't have that royalty?
Like...
But they changed their rule because of Eli.
Yeah, don't have that royalty.
Yeah,
they changed the rule because of Eli. Even if he doesn't want to go, they hold his rights even the following year.
Yeah,
so he has to spend 2 years before he can get back into the draft, to the NFL.
And that was that old.
Right. They changed it because of Eli.
Yeah, that was that old system.
And
Eli made me mad, y'all. I just want to let y'all know that. My goodness.
They're not going to draft him. They're not going to draft him.
You don't think Chicago going to draft Caleb?
You need more.
They do.
They say you never draft for need. Right? You draft off best available.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
But they need so much outside of quarterback. Anything you grab gonna be good.
Don, Eli was the last.
I need a punter. I need a long snapper. It don't matter. Grab
if you get a long snapper, if you get a long snapper number 101, I promise.
Well, I ain't talking about number one crazy.
Your GM getting fired.
That's not what I'm saying.
We got the long snapper out of Utah State University.
Unless that boy know how to really sling that deep ball. If he know how to sling deep ball like that as a long snapper,
you know what? And
you got to cast off all aspersions at that point.
And where's my little fine paper? I think I mailed that off to y'all the last time.
Said you got to cast off all aspersions.
Where's my paper that says fine? Because this is a fine right here.
Said you got to cast them off, man. And just go for what you know.
He can't even talk no more because he's just being ridiculous.
That's why I said my guy.
Oh.
And said purposely stop the fan. Just so
you gotta throw it off, man. Because what's that? You just gotta go for what you know. We don't know. Thank you, John. I know a lot of words, but it's nothing like a long snapper knowing how to go balls deep.
Okay, thank you for sharing that information.
Well, we know that
long snappers going balls deep.
Hey,
Ant is fine until the new millennium comes in.
Right, indefinitely.
So yeah, you should.
It's Saturday.
You should expect a FedEx truck to just be parked outside of your house.
They pulling up on me.
They just gonna be parked. Just hey,
when they pull up, my name Pedro.
They're gonna be like, "What's up, Aunt? Sign here."
Sign here.
They made it to halftime.
Yeah.
49ers missed a field goal, 7-6, 49ers at a half. A team they should be dominating and they're not. Which should, like you said, like multiple has said so far, this should worry the 49ers. That they should be dominating Green Bay team that lost to Atlanta.
That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there.
This should be the easiest walk into the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
San Francisco
ever
49ers.
Yeah.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the pretender Cowboys. Detroit's never been here before. Come on. You look.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
That's not true, Don. Don, that's not true. He is a tackle for a loss.
Now, this is the question. What does this say about the coach? What does this say about that coach?
About
if
San
they
Francisco?
lose. Yes.
Oh, if San Francisco lose, it's a problem.
It's a big problem. And it's probably going to say more to the fact of they lost their defensive coordinator last year. From last year. They lost their defensive coordinator from last year.
Well, they didn't. Well, hold on. I'm looking at the score. It says 6-7.
Right.
They gave up 2 field goals. That's not a valid excuse, sir. They have 7 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Against one of the greatest offensive minds of this time is what we've heard.
You say if they lose, which means that they have to score more points. Green Bay needs to score more points, right?
But if the game ends right now, they win. Is what I'm saying.
Right. So
that matters.
You just changed the question.
But the thing is that Green Bay has the way Green Bay has been playing. They should be winning.
Oh, they should have more. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay, I see what you're saying.
And that's a
you're saying they should be up by 20.
Yeah.
The score should literally probably be like 21-7 right now.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
So that's a concern for San Francisco because they haven't been scoring, and kudos to you guys for making sure that's not the case, but they've been dominating this game.
You know what also I just caught too? We look at a Deebo Samuel who's a flash guy.
That part right there.
Always hurt though. When it gets to these moments, he goes missing. You look at a Christian McCaffrey, flash guy. He can throw passes, he scores, he breaks touchdown records. But when it gets to this part of the season, these guys go missing.
Well, Deebo,
Brock Purdy, although an MVP candidate, it's a lot to do with that system and the players he has around him. Let's be honest. If he was playing for Joe Schmo or if he was in Washington, if he was in Dallas, he would be a regular guy. Let's just be honest.
Okay. Deebo being missing from their offense right now may have done something. Remember when Tyreek Hill left the Miami game, we saw that offense go from high powered to a V4, a 4-cylinder engine, a 4-banger, right?
V4.
It was a 4-banger.
4-banger?
It was a 4-banger.
I don't know about that one either.
It was a 4-cylinder. Is that one better?
Right, but that
means something different where I'm from.
Exactly, 4-cylinder.
4-cylinder.
I'll give me going now.
I'm not getting fined, and I'm not going down Ant's path today.
Because
without Deebo, you will not be parking a FedEx truck outside my house. I need every peso that I get, right? Look,
why is Deebo zesty?
Hey, we do not read all of Don's comments because Don gets fines too. Keep that in mind.
With Deebo being out of the lineup, and Christian McCaffrey, as y'all saw, he's using the gun on his hamstring, and look at the weather, right?
It's always something.
He's a track guy, in humid weather. That's when those muscles get tight. That's when they pull up and things like that, right? So look at this. You got a track team in San Francisco, a lot of humidity, and you can't do what you normally do. So
what about Ayuk? How's he looking?
Brandon Ayuk is out there ready to fight, but
he's getting double.
He's getting doubled, and that's why Jennings is getting is getting the targets right now.
Messing everybody.
And that's why.
And what about their tight end?
That's who scored a touchdown.
That's who got a touchdown. Yeah,
because they were doubling Ayuk, and he ran behind him in a post fade.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think that so much of our perspective is based off of, and I want to say something different because I think the ending word that I want to say is perspective. Like, so much of what we think is based off of what things look like in pockets. It's like San Francisco looks so high powered and so amazing, and there's no way they're not making it to the Super Bowl this year, and then they end up spitting a bit one way or another. It was their year last year, and they get beat by Philly, flash in the pan. You know, this is their year. They may still win it, but Green Bay 9-8 regular season.
Yeah,
but it's more than that though. You get what I'm saying? It's any given Sunday, but it's like these guys are great. They're just great regular season guys.
I mean, when you have a Green Bay coming in off of what they displayed last week, confidence is everything in the NFL, right? Confidence is everything in the NFL. Yeah. With what they did last week, walking into Dallas, a team that hadn't lost at home all season, and then just putting it on them the way that they did.
I don't like that either, but I want to say this in reference to Dallas. I mean, there's so many things that were at play there. Right? Say it. I don't like that either.
Running around the stadium like the rodeo was in time.
Say it. But I mean, on top of that, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, Dallas head ain't in it. Oh, it's like a Dallas curse right now. They lost in the second round. I mean, the first round this season, like they do many other seasons. There's so many other factors at play. It doesn't necessarily mean that Green Bay is just amazing. But I will say there are a lot of teams that they're okay in the regular season, and then here we get to the postseason, and we're like, wait a minute, where was this the whole time? Or it flip it in reverse.
Wait, what? What are we doing in reverse?
What?
See, that's you.
No, you fine.
I'm talking about how teams will be mediocre during the regular season and the postseason.
They call that getting hot.
Yeah, and then there are other teams, when you reverse that statement,
there are other teams way to clean it up. I like that. Way to clean it up.
The other teams, they are amazing during the season. In the postseason, they just, it's like, where are y'all? I mean, it happens.
So I'm just looking back at the last 3-4 NFC championship games, right?
Right.
They got smashed by Philly last year, 31-7.
Right. But remember, wait, before you say that though, remember,
I get it. 4 quarterbacks.
Old boy tore that
rotator cuff.
The rotator cuff in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So I'm not saying it would have been different had he played the whole game, but it was in the first quarter.
Yeah.
What about against the Rams?
What year?
The year before.
Year before.
Devo's out.
Year before. Okay, I can't say that about it. I'm just saying last year.
I'm going somewhere.
Had he not torn it in the first quarter, maybe if it was the third quarter and they was being beat, it wouldn't matter. But it was the first quarter when he tore the rotator.
Yeah. That's a game changer.
I'm like, then we go 2020. Is that what year did they go and lost?
That was when against Baltimore.
No, that was recent.
You talking about San Fran?
San Francisco went recently.
San Fran lost to KC.
They win 2020. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to KC.
So it's like, I'm just looking, man, and I'm like, it ain't what we think it is all I'm saying. And that was my argument last show, not then, but the last week, was I get it, man. You want to be in a dance. But sometimes I want to take the prettiest girl home too. And it's like,
that's why you come Dutch. That's why you roll Dutch.
No. But it's like I'm showing up 4 years and I never get the girl though. But at least I was at the dance. I'm not with that mindset, yo. I want to take the girl home.
You ain't want her. She had bad breath.
No, buddy. No. I can racked up now. No, we ain't going there. We ain't talking about me for real. We talking about pretend me.
I don't think he was talking. Was he talking about?
He was talking. Yeah, he was talking about me.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't. I'm talking about the pretty girl.
But my point though is, it ain't. Is it the girl?
It's the girl.
No, it's not the girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying every year it's a different girl, though.
What?
You're not, you don't want the girl, man. You just want to show up at the dance. Hey, look, you posted up against the wall, you listening to the music, talking to your buddies, you done went and got some of the ice cream said eating on. You ain't went and talked to the girl not once. You just there.
I don't know.
And I think we can get caught up like because of the things around us that we're like, oh yeah, these guys. It's like, no, man, they're just a little bit better than the Cowboys.
Well, have you ever heard this term? Dance with the girl that you came with.
Yeah, but that ain't got nothing to do with.
It has a lot to do with it because.
Okay, tell me.
If you look back, right, and I believe you said this last year. You said Dak is forcing the ball to CeeDee Lamb, right?
No,
last year,
I wanted him to force the ball to CeeDee Lamb.
Okay,
that's what I wanted.
You want him to force the ball to CeeDee Lamb, but there was pick sixes and stuff like that was happening, and then I believe the same thing happened this year, right? There was a pick six. There was double slants being run, and the safety Savage came down and took that thing to the house.
Right.
Okay, they broke that down today while you was at work. They broke that down today. I think it was Moose, and he said, "What you have here is a coaching error. You have double slants, and you have one safety, and it's not a defined route. And Dak can't identify which one to throw it to because the safety was coming down right between both of them. And Dak threw the double slants, and they was being run at the same depth. And that's when Savage took it the other way. Coaching error, that was on McCarthy. Because he looked back at that same play earlier in the season, and it wasn't double slants. It was a slant from CeeDee Lamb, and the other guy took it out. He had an out route on it, right under.
But we don't hold on. But the only it's two things about that. We don't know if one of those guys ran the wrong route.
Right.
No, it was shown that same combination.
No. My point is, sometimes they change stuff up.
They do change it up, but why would you put double slants at the same depth?
But see, that's my point, though.
That coach that did it. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I can't say that McCarthy is dumb enough, seriously.
You really can.
Both of you. No. We can't do that. I'm sorry. We can't. But to your point, though, and the other thing I was going to say is, this is what I bet you Dak did. You're CeeDee Lamb. And I'm looking at you the entire way, and then I'm going to throw the ball. That's the type of stuff that he does. Rain Dakota Prescott is garbage.
Oh.
So hold on, Lady A. Let's be clear. We're still trying to figure out what that has to do with Dance with the Girl You Came to the Dance with.
We don't know.
Listen,
I just crossed my leg over because I want to hear this.
What that has to do is if you're a running team and you get to the playoffs and then you decide to throw the ball, that's not the girl that got you there. Right?
Oh, we're saying okay. I get what you're saying.
If you have Dak Prescott and he's passing the ball the way he is, and you know for a fact that they're going to key on CeeDee Lamb, it's time for one of your other wide receivers to step up. It's time for your tight end to step up. It's not time to just force the ball to him. It's make adjustments. Dance with the girl that you came.
This is the problem with that logic.
Make those adjustments.
This is the problem with that logic. It's a known fact that the Cowboys had no identity.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not. You can argue it. That's like me trying to tell you anything about Washington. I can't tell you because I don't watch them and I don't care.
I'm sorry, but they were talking about CeeDee Lamb, outstanding year, and Dak Prescott winning an MVP.
Okay,
and if I'm hearing Dak Prescott is winning MVP, right. That means that your guy, your MVP is your quarterback, which means that he's not handing that ball off. He's slinging that thing all over the field.
What?
I'm gonna just go ahead and send out all the fines, right? And
I was looking the other way. I just happened to turn around and it was slinging across the field.
That's Pick. Tell us again what you're trying to do, Pick. Because
I muted it so that I could ask Siri a question because there's an easy answer for that. I like what you said, but it's an easy answer for that. See, it's no different than last year. The last year when they went to the playoffs or whatever, and I said CeeDee Lamb was the only viable receiver that we had on the team.
And I agree.
He had 10, 11 catches, a touchdown, 100 and some yards. That's never what we saw that year. They did something different this year and just gave him the ball. He's a playmaker. That's what he does. Oklahoma, I watched this kid. He was amazing. There was no way I thought we were going to get him. Okay. If you go to the second leading receiver on that team, please tell me who it is and show me what those stats look like. It wasn't like Dak was really just – you also realize that he led the league in touchdowns, and it was like 18 touchdowns less than the last 2 or 3 years, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That it's not an indication of how great Dak is. It's an indication of how bad or how everybody else kind of just came down to earth. Patrick Mahomes wasn't Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow was hurt half of the time. He didn't get to do what he did. Lamar never never puts up those type of numbers. We can go across the list and show you how the guys who are those guys just didn't have their prototypical years. That's why Dak was even in the conversation. The year before that, when he got hurt, he was in the conversation for 4 weeks. The first 4 weeks. And then he sputtered out. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, Dak Prescott's not that guy. CeeDee Lamb was always that guy. That's why I wanted them to give him the ball. It wasn't an issue of it's never an issue of forcing the ball to a great receiver until it's one of those type of situations. And then we got to look at everything that's going on. Did you put him in the most advantageous situation? I can't blame a pick six for happening if it's double slants and say it's because he forced the ball to CD. I just can't. There are other situations. If it's one-on-one, then that's different. So I'm just saying, CD showed us who he was. Dak showed us who he's always been. And it doesn't matter who the coach is. You're never going to win with Dak Prescott. I don't care who you put as a coach.
So you're saying that the one problem that the Cowboys have is Dak Prescott. So take Dak away.
The biggest problem. He's also your greatest solution for this team, though, because if you take Dak off the team, they're not winning 12 games.
So would it be easier? Let me ask you this question. Would it be easier to get another wide receiver, which is what I said last year? You guys need another wide receiver. And this year you guys went and got Brandon Cooks, right?
What does his numbers look like?
They look pedestrian.
And he made a lot of big plays.
They look pedestrian.
I'm telling you, he made a lot of big plays this year.
Did this man say pedestrian?
Pedestrian.
I just want to know what the numbers look like for him.
They're trying not to laugh.
Could you look up
Brandon Cooks' numbers? My man don't have double-digit touchdowns.
No. I'm with you. I'm not arguing with you at all. I just want to know what his stats were.
Who am I looking at?
Well, why y'all looking it up?
Brandon Cooks, because CeeDee Lamb led the league in receptions,
right,
and yards.
Yeah, he's been such a good player that he's been a key cog in a lot of trades. He's just been traded because he's been a linchpin in a lot of these trades. It's not because he's been a bad player. He's just been a key linchpin in a lot of these trades.
And he got those he had a lot of concussions too. That was an issue. That was early on in his career. So so to answer your question, I still think this team has an issue drafting. And the thing is, they were doing really well for a long time. We went and got Mozzie Smith in the first round. Remember, I sat on this show and said,
Mozzie who? Yep.
Mozzie Smith. I know Mozzie the rapper. He's really good. I don't know Mozzie Smith. He's supposed to be a tackle, and he couldn't barely get on the field all year. Then with the second pick, he did what?
Hey, listen.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Your CeeDee Lamb had 1,749 yards receiving. Your second leading receiver was Jake Ferguson with 761 yards. Brandon Cooks. was 647 yards. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at touchdowns. Let's go touchdowns here.
So
wait, hold on. Let's give everyone an update. We're in the third quarter. San Francisco still 7, Packers 6.
Mm-hmm.
So not much has changed so far.
Ever since we went 3 and out.
My bad.
Yeah,
thank you, lady. I was on a different screen.
No, you're fine. I got it. But y'all go ahead and keep talking.
Gallup.
I have my spies. I'm gonna be out.
What? Wait, why you got a spy on us?
Because I don't act right. Pitt, let's not pretend you know how to act right.
I sure don't. I ain't got
we know.
A lick of it.
I'm out. I got my spies. Y'all behave.
Listen, Miss Lady A.
Yes.
Please tell your mom I said hello.
Oh,
and
okay. You
don't
can tell
send any fines my way.
You can tell her because she probably watching.
I'm good.
All right, bye, y'all.
So my point is this though. So we went got Mozzie, defensive tackle. For all intents and purposes, he's a bust. With the second pick of all the guys, you want me to tell you the truth? With the exception of the guy from Notre Dame, I forgot his name, the tight end guy.
Mm-hmm.
All the other guys have made an impact on their teams. A big one. A huge one. We went and got Schoonemaker, or whatever his name is. He's not on the field. Your first two picks.
He caught a touchdown.
He caught a touchdown.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But that was late in that playoff game where they got a humble.
He caught one early. One early touchdown with the Schoonemaker.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I'm telling you, said the guy barely got on the field. Jake Ferguson and the other guy, forgot his name. It was two of them last year. Hinder something. Hershen Hinder, whatever his name is. Jake Ferguson is your guy. He needs to get all the reps, stay out of his way. He's mean, he's strong, he's Jason Witten light. So my point is, we've wasted so much time, and I'm saying we, and I don't even claim this team like that anymore. Wasted picks. Your first two picks can't stay on the field. Jalen Tolbert finally is contributing 2 years later at receiver. So now they're saying move Gallup out of the way, make this guy your number 2 to CeeDee Lamb. Listen, man, a lot of these guys could contribute. It's just about if your quarterback is going to do what he needs to do when it's time to be done. Nobody's complaining when they're 12-5 and they're the number 2 seed. With this team, what does it matter? What does John always say to me? It's fine. Y'all just gonna play. Y'all just gonna play a week longer than us.
1 week longer.
It's been because
but you guys don't have the last time you had a number 2 wide receiver was back when you had the triplets, because everybody knew that your number 2 wide receiver was faster than your number 1 wide receiver. Your number 1 wide receiver was a playmaker, but your number 2 wide receiver could take the top off at any second. And y'all don't have that right now because CeeDee Lamb is everything. He'll take the top off. He'll go across the middle. He'll make the tough catches. He does it all. I promise you, if you guys had a number 2 wide receiver that could take the top off, that could make plays, do something different than what CeeDee Lamb does.
Let me ask you this.
It would make Dak's life a whole lot easier.
You think CeeDee Lamb's great?
I think CeeDee Lamb is awesome, and he'd look even better in burgundy and gold.
So this is my point. Well, you know that's not happening. So, but this is my point. The great ones.
I talked to the young man. I talked to him, so you know.
The great ones find a way to produce no matter what. It's all about if the guy who touches the ball every play outside of the center can get that person the ball. Dak looked shell-shocked in that game. He's played in plenty of playoff games.
But you said Brock Purdy is average, and it's about the pieces that he has around him, right? Deebo Samuels, Brandon Ayuk, the tight end. So how could you say that about a team that's playing a week longer than yours, and then come back to your team and say it's all the quarterback? He don't have the pieces around him, Ant.
Well, that would sound cool if he's never had pieces around him.
He don't have pieces around him.
Hold on.
He had
no. I said that would be cool if he's never had pieces around him. When he had rookie Zeke, second, third year Zeke, and he had Dez Bryant, and he had Jason Witten, and he had all these guys. It was the same thing. You throw picks to get yourself in a hole. Now you're down 21-7. Did that look familiar? I'm sorry. Did anybody see the playoff game?
But that
what happened in the game?
But he was. You said he had rookie Zeke. He was a rookie.
Rookie Zeke was the best running back in the league that year, sir. Let's be clear. What else
did y'all have besides that?
We had Dez Bryant. We had Jason Witten. These guys were in their prime.
Wasn't that like Dez Bryant's final year? That was the catch with
it was not. No, I'm telling you, no. He played another year or two before he actually hurt himself or whatever that happened to him. You can't tell me about this team, man. I'm just telling you. They were in the prime of their career.
The team that y'all have right now does not have the pieces that y'all have. It doesn't have the pieces to match up to play San Fran in an NFC Championship game. It don't have the pieces to get to an NFC Championship. Why does everybody
say they have it So why does everybody say it when they're 12-5 or 13-4, and then when they get to the playoffs, they do the exact same thing?
It's the same thing in the NBA. It's the same thing in the NBA. Teams can get to the NBA. They can fly through the regular season. But when you get to those NBA playoff games and you play in the same team and they realize you got two good players and we can shut them two good players down, that's how the Heat get to the champion or to the finals every year.
It's because it doesn't compare.
Green Bay going the wrong way.
It doesn't compare, Pick. It doesn't compare because you're talking about guys playing against dudes 4 to 7 times. We didn't play Green Bay in the regular season.
You're right.
And then, for all intents and purposes, everybody said they don't know. They've not been here before.
Come behind, say it.
Jordan Love. This is his first playoff game.
Clock start so I can catch up.
Let me ask you this, Pick. Did Jordan Love not outplay Dak Prescott and it wasn't close?
He did.
Aaron Jones outplayed Dak Prescott.
Bro, get out of here. Bro, he didn't run 80-yard touchdowns, Pick. Jordan Love outplayed Dak Prescott.
Period. So you're just going to discredit what Aaron Jones
did?
No,
I'm not discrediting him, but I'm saying he touched the ball every play and he made plays down the field consistently. There were receivers wide open. Did you not watch the game?
Why were there wide receivers wide open, Ant?
I don't know.
Because they had to put 8 men in the box to deal with the run.
It's not true. That means somebody's going to be 40 yards open. When have you ever seen that, Pick? Be honest. When have you seen that?
When you got tight ends running.
It's not like we're not talking about single high safeties getting having to pick a guy and picking the wrong guy. There was nobody around, Pick. You can't say that just because they put an extra guy in the box. That sounds crazy.
And Buffalo told everybody how to beat the Dallas Cowboys. You guys have light linebackers.
No, that's not true. No, dude, you act like listen. How did we lose to San Francisco last year?
This ain't last year.
They ran the ball the last 5 minutes. They ran the ball the last 5 minutes of the game. How did we lose to the Rams? Hold on. How did we lose to the Rams the year they went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots?
This ain't that year.
They ran the ball. No. Because now you're trying to tell me something I know about.
No,
every game we lost, we got dominated and they ran the ball.
Period. Since you know about it, do this. Go look at the rosters and tell me they're the same rosters. You brought everybody.
I don't care about the roster. I'm telling you, on defense, we were never good enough to stop the run.
And you can't. You can't do that. You have to take the team that you have this year for what they are. Because your team next year will be different from the team that you had the year before. No. You had to talk. I'm trying to talk. I'm trying to talk. Now, let me make my point,
Ant. You're going to try to make a point that is
I'm making my point, Ant. It's not an irrelevant point. This year's team for the Dallas Cowboys got beat by the Buffalo Bills, who took you guys.
Every time we lost, two ran the ball on us.
Who took you guys to task and they intentionally ran at a certain linebacker, and it showed everybody how to beat you guys. Aaron Jones and the Green Bay Packers came into Cowboy Stadium where you guys had not lost and came in with the mindset to run the ball down your throats. And they did. And once they started doing that, it frustrated your guys' offense because they weren't ready for it. They went 3 and out Next thing you know, they're down 14-0, and now they got to throw the ball. And Green Bay continued to attack you guys in the run game and through the air. That's what happened to your team this year. The score is 13.
James Conner, the first game of the season, Arizona Cardinals. James Conner had 98 yards rushing. Dobbs had 55 yards rushing. Whoever the heck Rondale Moore is had 54 yards rushing. If you want to waste your time and try to tell me about this team, you do your job. Go ahead.
So you guys had 18 weeks. You had 18 weeks to fix your run defense.
The 49ers completely destroyed us. How do you think they beat us? How did the Chargers almost beat us? How did the Eagles beat us? Since you know, how did the Eagles beat us? Come on, I'm listening. Because how did Buffalo beat us? Since all of a sudden they got this grand master plan. They all ran the ball.
So you guys had 18 weeks to fix your defense, and you didn't.
And if I go back to the last season, I can show you the same thing. And if I go to the season before that, I can show you the same thing.
But
the blueprint is run the ball. The Cowboys don't draft interior linemen, and they don't do it well. We haven't invested in a Vita Vea or nobody like that in a decade or more. Just like we haven't drafted a safety of quality in a year or more. So that's why those are the two weakest spots on our defense for the past decade.
Right. We're about to be done talking about the Cowboys. We're about to be done talking about the Cowboys because
you can never do it because I know, and I didn't even watch half the season. I know what losers look like. They're losers.
But you root for them.
No, I don't. I'm just telling you the truth. I was laughing when they lost this playoff game because look
up at the screen. Tell me what's on your screen.
I got Taco Bell on my screen right now.
Okay, let me know when they come back after the timeout. Then I'm gonna push play. So I'm way ahead of you.
Okay, all right, I got you.
So I won't be yelling touchdown, and you ain't got that yet.
My issue is not even with what you're saying. My issue is that I'm tired of putting diamond rings on picks and outs. I don't have it in me. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was 6 years old. I don't have it in me to root for mediocrity anymore. I've said this before. They're losers. I don't accept losers in my regular life. I'm not accepting it on a football field because I love first string. I love everything we talk about. But I ain't finna sit up here and get my blood pressure up about some losers.
But okay, say it. I'm back.
Okay, well, look here. Let me go and throw this out there. You was doing your thing in the beginning of that procession into the dining hall for the wedding thing you was in the other day. Look at my dog. Look at my dog right there.
Hey, but it actually helped prove my point, right?
Hey, dog.
You actually helped prove my point because you said that every game y'all lost this year, y'all got dominated in the running game.
No, but you said the Bills. You said the Bills explode.
The Bills did because y'all was on a crazy winning streak before that. And Dan Quinn is up for a lot of head coaching jobs this year. And a lot of people said that with that performance in the playoffs, they probably would have taken him off of their list.
Dude, you can't expose something that's already a known fact. Other teams just weren't able to do it. That's just the bottom line. All those teams weren't able to do it. And when you look at the division, it's like some of these guys are just kind of flashy guys. Like Saquon's a flash guy. He's not a consistent down in, down out. He's a big play guy in spurts. But we know what Washington was this year. We know what the Giants were this year. And then we're going to go back and forth with Philly, but we were about the same as Philly this year. So that's why we split with them in the first place. Plus that, they had key injuries and then they lost their offensive and defensive coordinator. So I'm saying outside of that, when we played against quality teams and
Brandon, I just wide open.
They're fighting. You see a push dude into the sideline? They went on to the benches.
Brock Purdy's off. He is off today.
Wait till they show it. Whoever this is right here in the back,
Brock Purdy's average.
Going to the benches. You see him?
Mm-hmm.
They went into the benches. There it is right there.
That was Jenkins.
Oh boy, they don't mess around. Quay Walker, you know better than Quay. We running at Georgia. You know better than that.
Oh, he supposed to know better because he at Georgia. He went to Georgia. And they scored quick.
Hey, San Fran's taking this really personal. They're taking this really, really personal.
They've been dominated. They're being dominated.
They better wake up really fast.
What y'all see? What's the score?
14-13.
14-13.
Okay.
But they haven't really stopped Green Bay. Green Bay made some mistakes in the red zone.
That's the thing about it.
If they lose, they're going to have to go and get a top-notch quarterback. Or you got to get rid of this coaching staff.
Who, San Fran?
Yes.
They're not getting rid of this coaching staff. Not getting rid of this coaching staff. Not the way that this coaching staff, the trajectory, the way they built this team, the way they
keep talking about how great they are in the regular season.
They're gonna keep building it and try to add pieces.
Yep.
They close. Why would you? No. Not that mind. That's a beautiful mind that they got in that head coach. That's a beautiful mind.
Had 7 points up until now.
Yeah,
it
happens.
And against what ain't they the lowest seed in the playoffs?
Yeah, yes. But their defense is that just
their defense
is really good. Green Bay's defense is really good.
All right, man. Well, come on, beautiful mind.
Yeah. Oh.
What's Green Bay's defensive rank? Say it.
I don't have that pulled up. Hold on.
I'm on it right now too.
Team stats, defense, field goals, rushing, almost. Team stats, passing, on defense. There it is. Now you said whose defense?
Green Bay. What are they ranked?
Green Bay. Oh, they ranked toward the bottom.
Joe Barry is their defensive coordinator, but the last I think it's been like the last
4, 5, 6, 7,
weeks
8, 9,
that their defense has
10, 11.
Their defense
12.
has been playing really well. And you can laugh, but I'm trying to tell you something. Their defense,
man, you gotta stop this stuff, man. They were really good. They just were losing a bunch of games.
That's against the pass.
I ain't trying to hear it, man.
Looking for hold on, I gotta find the overall defense. That's against the pass. Hold on.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing. Now, I think they did say something about them being really good against the run. But did they just pick that off?
I slowed down for pick, so you ahead. They middle of the field. Oh boy. That boy got some pick him up, put him down right there. Oh my goodness, he put it on the carpet.
Pick overall though, this is my thing. And this is my blanket statement. We have to start looking at things for what they are in their totality. We have to stop looking at stuff in a vacuum. We got to look at it the whole. Listen, this is where we started. This was the middle. This is where we finish. Let's put this all together now.
What are you talking about?
It's gonna tell us a story. Because that's what's gonna tell us the story. You're telling me, oh, well, let's look at Green Bay's defense. Well, yeah, somebody gets hot in playoffs. That's how it goes. So that's what the hell I'm talking about. Is who gives a crap about what their defense was ranked? Like if they're playing better now, awesome. But so what? San Francisco's by and large been the best team in the NFL the whole year, right or wrong?
Packers are 17th in defense.
Are they the number 1 seed or not?
Packers are 17th in defense.
So little below average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. But they're great against the run, though. Right? They should be dominating San Francisco at home. Yeah, that's what I was getting.
49ers are ranked 8th.
Oh, above average. Okay.
Yeah, but who's barely winning now? And we are sitting here saying that Green Bay is taking it to them, right?
Right.
And also we said that Green Bay is playing with all the confidence right now after the 49ers have had 20 days off.
Did they need the time to rest or not?
No.
Yeah, they were beat up.
Well, which one is it? Is it they were beat up or no?
If they did, they look absolutely horrible for it because
what are you talking?
They didn't come out here like Baltimore came out.
No, they was beat up.
And hold on, and said what was your thing about that? You said
that a lot of times the first round, the team with the first round seed, because it's 20 days. It's not like a week. Like it used to be like a week.
Correct.
That a lot of times they come out flat and they lose.
So
Baltimore came out like it didn't matter.
Seemed like it didn't matter for Baltimore, but it seemed to matter for San Francisco. Who's been here before? Who's done it?
San Francisco's struggling at home.
They've been to 3 of the last 4 NFC championships with that same coaching staff that's building.
Yes.
Team don't look that different. To be honest with you.
Look, I'm saying this. They needed the rest. They were beat up. Don't forget that Debo was hurt.
I'm not mad at you. I'm with you.
You heard again.
Debo was hurt, and he's out right now. And don't forget that Christian McCaffrey was hurt with ankles at the end of the season, so they needed that rest. I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just telling you what it was.
I'm saying what my point earlier was. This is who they've been, though. This is who they've been. Debo stay hurt. Christian McCaffrey stay hurt.
And we know this.
So right. So I'm like, bottom line is like, what do you want us to do with that? We expect for them to show up though. They're dominant. They got a dominant offensive line.
All I can say is we beat Green Bay this year. That's all I got.
That dude.
That's all I got. That's what makes it even worse. Is that we beat Green Bay this year.
Man, I just would like for people to keep the same energy. Because it don't seem like we should be saying there is a question about this coaching staff. We should be saying there's a question about their surrounding players because they're not showing up when it matters most. They're losing. They're losing, dude.
Come on,
what are you talking about?
Dude. How can you look at everybody else with a critical eye saying you should question their coaching staff, you should question their coaching staff, and you should question their players and things like that, but you don't do the same thing with your team. You look at it, you put it on one person every time. You put it on one person every time.
No.
Rain, Dakota, Prescott. That's who you put
it on
let me ask you this. You don't look at the no. We have it here. You said it today. You don't have a total team that you used to root for that has a star as a logo. But you put it on one player every time. You put it on Rain, Dakota, Prescott. That's who you put it on. You don't say they don't have a total team. They don't have complementary players. But you say in the same breath that Brock Purdy is just an average quarterback with a lot of talent around him.
He's average.
With a lot of talent around him. But you put it on Rain, Dakota, Prescott. And it's not on nobody else. Like they have an all-star tight end. They don't. Like they have an outstanding running back. They don't. Like they have a number 2 or number 3 wide receiver. They don't. Like their defense is stand up tall. It's not. But you blame
y'all are saying that now. 4. Y'all are saying that now.
I don't even like the Cowboys. So you make me defend
early on, what I heard is how great this defense was. When Deron Bland was leading the league in pick sixes and all of that stuff, I seen this team getting bludgeoned in the running game.
I loved it when they got bludgeoned in the running game.
Here's the thing, Pick. There are 2 constants for the Dallas Cowboys.
I told you we would stop talking about the Cowboys.
Over the last 7 years, there are 2 constants. You know who they are? Jerry Jones and Rain Dakota Prescott. It didn't matter who the coaching staff was.
You're absolutely wrong, but okay.
Oh yeah. So Dan Quinn.
When
did Dan Quinn get there? When did Dan Quinn get there?
You're saying the only two constants in the last what? How many years?
When did Dan Quinn get there?
How many years did you say again?
As long as Dak has been in the league, I don't know.
No.
When did Dan Quinn get there?
You just said in the last 2 years. You just said the last 2 years.
7. I didn't say 2. Why would I say 2? I said for in the last 7 years. I don't even know how long Dak's been in the league because I don't. Zeke's not there. He was there. He was young. He was old, and he was gone. Okay, you said Dez was on the tail end. Okay,
y'all haven't won a Super Bowl since Troy Aikman. So why don't you just go back that far?
No, it's no need. We're talking about the life of this quarterback.
Y'all might as well just blame it on the owner then. Blame it on the owner. Listen, Washington, we did it. Just go ahead and blame it on the owner. We said we won't win one until we have a new owner. Right? We wouldn't win one until we had a new owner. We got a new owner now. We got a brand new GM.
Oh boy.
So things should be going in a better direction for us. Just take it that way because you're going to blame it on a quarterback when you don't have a complete team. You have a talented team, but you don't have a complete team.
Bro, I'm
done talking about the Cowboys. We're not.
We don't got to talk about the Cowboys. We can talk about a whole bunch of other teams. It's just you don't know how to accept when you're wrong. We don't say that about Tom Brady. We don't say that about Aaron Rodgers. We don't say that about a lot of quarterbacks who didn't have all the pieces, but they still won. Period.
Aaron Rodgers won one Super Bowl.
And who was the coach?
And Aaron Rodgers won one Super Bowl.
Who was the coach?
And everybody says that he's this Hall of Fame quarterback. I say otherwise, man. I say he's not.
And that means you don't know football because he's still been great outside of Dan Marino is one of the greatest we've ever seen. Never won a Super Bowl. So please let's stop.
I understand that. I understand that Dan Marino is one of the greatest.
Super Bowl team that he won. Aaron Rodgers.
How many playoff wins did he have besides beating the Cowboys?
Good night, Irene. Can we answer the question? I'm just listening. Who was the coach? Oh, okay. We don't want to answer the question. Mike McCarthy. Thank you. Okay.
He won one.
Win, lose, or draw. Win, lose, or draw. Hold on.
Does that put him in the Hall of Fame?
Win, lose, or draw. Does that put him in the Hall of Fame? There's a lot of coaches that only won one that are going to the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. I don't know if he'll make it. Win, lose, or draw. You know what he also did? Went to another NFC championship game with that same coach and that same quarterback. You know why? Because when it matters most, your quarterback has to show up and do certain things that supersede coaching. Throwing pick six when you've done it in every game you've played in that year.
Trent Williams, do you think he deserved that flag set?
No, that was acting.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too, but he hurt his team. He hurt his team just now. So
yeah, the referee these
the referee saw it.
Yeah. These penny files they throwing out there, they could have kept their flag in the pocket. They don't miss some face mask, some straight holding, but you're gonna call this one to be fake penalty. You can see the dude fell down. It was obvious.
Yeah, and Trent was standing up for one of his guys, but you can't hurt your team that way. So,
but they love that about him, though.
You can't do silly things like that to hurt your team. You got to play with a level head.
But that ain't who he's been. This the same guy who smacked Richard Sherman in the face after the game.
At the end of the game.
Yeah, he's also was last year bullying the kicker for the Cowboys. He's the rah-rah guy. So
boy. He didn't just throw a duck out there. My name ain't Cedric.
I've been saying he's been off all day. I'm not sure if it's a wet ball type situation, but it don't look like the rain is coming down that much anymore. Sure, the ground is still wet a little bit, but with Brock, something's wrong with his grip on the ball and the way he's getting it out there. I don't know. And then of course it is San Fran, so you have that win element too.
You know, I ain't no Shanahan fan, no way.
Yeah, no. No.
Well, I can't stand the Shanahans. Let's say normally my computer's working. I just look behind the screen here because it's my monitor is right here.
Right.
But my computer's still broke, so I got to keep turning my neck like this. I just can't look at the screen.
So Brock Purdy's a difference maker.
When he's on. when he's on.
Yeah, he was the reason he was successful last year.
Yeah, but everybody know that Debo is what really makes this team go on offense because of the different ways that you could use him in the running game, in the passing game, and when you have Debo and Christian McCaffrey on the field at the same time, you can line both of them up in the backfield. They're interchangeable, really. You missing that element right now. You missing that element. Trent mad at himself. Can't be mad at nobody but yourself right there, Trent. Said you good?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you was frozen for a minute. Yeah, I thought you was frozen for a minute. So I was like, what?
My bad.
I said, oh, said the froze on me. He really got it. He really hit me with the Mr. Freeze this time. I don't know, man. I don't know, said. I think this may be my first loss this in the playoffs.
Oh, let me go ahead and take a gander.
I think this may be my first one. This one has me worried.
Let me see who you had. We all had the 49ers.
Yeah,
everybody did.
This may be my first one right here.
Yeah.
These dudes over here, as in the words of Coach 30, peeing down their pants. and I pee down my leg.
Man,
shout out Coach 30.
He got the new one he got up with the Cowboys on it.
He bigger, stronger, faster.
Fire. He got somebody come in with a helmet on. Fire.
I'm about to look at it.
It's fire. It's fire.
Did you put? You ain't even put it in the chat.
No. It's fire. It's still popping up. Let me go to X. Hold on.
Hold on.
Where'd it go?
Man, I'm following him. Where is he at? I can't find him.
I know, but I just looked at it not too long ago. I'm surprised it's not still being reposted. Hold on. No.
Yeah, Green Bay just more aggressive right now, and I remember you said something about San Fran secondary, and they have no pass rush. They have no pass rush right now. No pass rush. What's to think of?
Where'd it go? I was just looking at it.
Yeah, Green Bay know how to take it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Hey, they coming in with a mindset of we still gonna run the ball at you and ain't nothing you can do about it. Bad cleats and all by Aaron Jones slipping and sliding all over the place. And how about this? How about those young wide receivers? How about the young wide receivers for the Green Bay Packers? They stepping up and not scared, not afraid. And that tight end is nice, 88.
Oh, he missed it. Wide open.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. That's one Jordan Love wish he could get right back.
Yep. Yep. He had him too. He just missed it. Where'd it go?
San Fran just want to survive in advance right now. Jordan Love got total control of this.
Yeah, I gotta find mine as well. It was just right there.
He flinched. He flinched. He flinched, said.
Who did?
Jordan Love.
Yep.
I'm just going to his page right now.
Yeah, because I don't see it.
You went on his page?
It popped up in my stream earlier, and I watched it like 2 or 3 times, and I liked it. I'm surprised it didn't pop up again. That's what I'm saying.
Brandon Clinton. Philadelphia Eagles versus the hold on. Film study Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay. Uh-oh, this is about to be sick. Oh, he got somebody in the Eagles helmet. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that's it. I think I meant to say Eagles. Yeah, that's it. The Eagles one. That one is hilarious.
Vacation. The f is going on, man? I'm here to Draymond Green sleeper hole. They ain't calling nothing. I gotta walk the secondary. Look at these 2 nuts. Bumping heads like Beanie and Jadakiss. Then Jacobs get his ass shook down like a robbery type thing. All right, look at he hurts that quarterback. Man, what the f are you doing, man? You gotta work your ass off all offseason so you can.
He over here drinking.
I mean, damn, Hurts is just a runner. Hey, Davis, let me talk to you real quick, man. As a man, all you got in this motherfucking world is your.
Okay, we can't do that. Coach 30, you about to get us fined. We're not taking no fines for you today. Can't do it. Hey. They was going to rally to the ball on that one, said.
Oh, yeah.
Another hamstring. Where you at, Sid? What time you got?
124.
Okay. Brandon Ayuk drops the ball. They just it's just San Fran. That far off, that close, that little bit of attention to detail right there. That's the difference. Along with missing their MVP in Deebo Samuels. Or their difference makers.
Oh boy. Yeah. He done had one too many of them. Because Quay Walker went into the locker room.
Tent?
Yeah, no, he went to the locker room. Number 7. Yeah. Yeah, he's still not back. Oh boy.
It's like every time he's throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey, every time Brock Purdy's throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey, he's like, I'm not going to be MVP. I'm not going to make you the MVP. It's like he's doing it on purpose. Now, I don't know what's going on. Balls high, balls low. What I don't get it. Maybe it was that hand in his face.
The what?
Maybe it was that hand in his face that Brock Purdy had when he was throwing the ball to Christian McCaffrey out there on that wheel.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Look at his feet. Look at his feet in the pocket, said. Look at Brock's feet. They not settled. Well, okay. No, not that time. Not that time. They were settled. He didn't have happy feet. He just, I don't know. This weather is messing with him too. This weather, you see a lot of cramping.
Mm-hmm. I wonder what Quay Walker went in for cramping.
Nope, that ain't gonna get it. That's not gonna get it. That's not gonna get it. Green Bay's defense gets 3 and out.
Yeah.
End of the third. One more quarter to go. Either San Fran step up or they stepping off. What you guys said? What you think?
They going fishing with me, dog.
They going fishing with you? Hey, the number 1 seed is out.
Hey, another one bite the dust.
Hey, and if Detroit win, Detroit could be hosting a championship game if they win. Oh, Lady A would not be happy. She would not be happy. The what ifs that Dallas fans would have. You know what I mean? Like, they was the number 2 seed. Bruce said he's still going with the Packers. He said he still believes in the Packers right now. I hear you, Bruce. But we down to the last quarter right now. And San Fran hasn't really stopped Green Bay. It is what it is. My bad. He said he's still rolling with the Packers. Yeah. I said he's still with San Fran, but no, he's still rolling with the Packers. Field goal's good. We got a 21-17 game. Packers ahead of Green Bay. We got 14:56 left in this game. It should be a really good fourth quarter here. We had one turnover by the Packers in the last quarter. Let's see what happens. If we'll get any more turnovers, and let's see what these two good head coaches can put out for their teams to execute. I got you, Bruce. I got you. Sid, do you kick it back to 25 again?
426.
Yeah. No. The guy that returned that last kick and fumbled for Green Bay with that pick him up, put him down. Let's see what Jordan Love got in his veins. Let's see if he can take the next step up. Say, what you think?
Hey, we're gonna have to see. He's gonna do something here because ain't no choice. But what's going on? They done made that little extra point there, which means they got to do something as well. What is this? Close this. Because they need to keep scoring. Oh, that's out of bounds. That was almost a free 15 right there.
Mm-hmm.
They got to keep scoring as well to give them a chance to stay in this game, to give them a chance to stay ahead of the 49ers. It's a field goal. Simba's going to keep it at 7. Touchdown is going to be hard to get to the field goal. So, let's continue to do that. That's going to help him out in the long run. It's going to help them out. But it's starting to rain as well, as you can see some of the water's on the camera.
Yep.
But the offensive line has been awesome in this game, I must say.
Giving them time. They're giving them a lot of time. They open up
wide open.
Jones.
Yeah, he got the one pick, but that was one. If he could have it back, he would.
That was it was a tip by the player.
Slightly off.
Yeah. These linebackers got to play. These linebackers got to step up. These linebackers for San Fran, these probably some of the fastest linebackers in the NFL, especially Warner. Really good in the run game. Not like that.
Oh, man, he missed him again. He had him. He missed him.
Yep.
He had him.
Crazy.
Now they're gonna need Green Bay defense to show up.
100%. A couple of stops. A couple of stops. This is going to be a really, really exciting fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Lost Mo.
Yeah.
I should want to put my contacts in.
Man.
That's what I should have did.
I should have had mine on the day.
Contacts in.
I should have had mine on the day. I should have. Brandon Ayuk's got to step up in this last part here. He's got to step up in this last quarter.
Yeah.
Along with Christian McCaffrey.
Right.
Yeah, they gotta pull something out.
This is their chance. This is their chance for the fact that
give their defense some energy.
They didn't go 3 and out, but I mean, they ran 5 plays and out, but it's still they didn't burn up a lot of time on the clock. So they just giving the 49ers a little motivation there. The defense did.
You gotta give your defense some energy. You gotta give your defense a lead to play with for the first time. You gotta give them something extra. Gotta give them some motivation here.
Exactly.
You need points back on the board. A touchdown, give them all the energy. A field goal, give them a little boost.
Let me close that right there.
Hey, on Tuesday we have Denton Day joining us.
Right.
College Football Insider. He was also on the BetQL Network, college football post game. I think it was BetQL or Sirius. I'm sorry, Sirius XM college football wrap up show. So we got a lot of insider information for college. He looked at a lot of draft eligible players. So we'll have that, and we could look at possibly next college football season with the SEC expanding, the Big Ten expanding. Look at some of those matchups and things that we'll see from that, along with a lot of, the coaching moves and things like that for the NFL. Talk a little bit of Washington Commanders with Denton Day as well. He is the producer for the Kevin Sheehan Show.
Okay.
But mostly we bringing him in, talk a little NFL draft, college football, and things like that. So that's Tuesday's show. So make sure you guys tune in to First String Podcast at our new time, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central. We're going to have a nice show for you guys. A very, very nice show for y'all. You know what? Remember how I said the team that runs the ball is the team that's going to be more successful here? What if San Fran came out and just decided, hey, we're just going to pound them?
Uh-oh. Quay Walker back in there.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, he's back in there. Because that was a nice little pickup on first. You got a light box.
Oh, good tackle.
Hey, most good coaches, when a lot of things is going wrong, what do? They go back to the running game.
Yeah, you try to do your best going to run the ball, of course.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Oh, Quay Walker was being held on that previous play. But to ask a referee to throw a flag now is just, praying that it rains sideways. There he goes again. Say it. What I tell you, he like Christian McCaffrey, he's giving him no chance at the balls when he's throwing on the ball. He's giving him nothing.
Oh boy, that should have been picked. Good tackle.
Preston Smith, always a second late.
Device failure. You need to get right here. I mean, he is throwing some ducks out there.
So I
don't know if it's the wind or it's slipping out his hand, but it's something.
He might need a glove. Darnell Savage is a monster. I wanted him out of the University of Maryland. He a Turk.
Oh, he missed it. He was open.
Is Kittle hurt?
No, that's it. There he is right there. He was out in the flat, but he didn't go to him.
No. I mean, it's like he looks like he's running like he is like it hurts to run. Ray McLeod. Yep. You got a man in the middle of the field wide open on that one. You had your shot. Now you got 9. How much time you got said?
Oh, I'm on a commercial.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, Sid. Tomorrow's games. All right. The first one, Tampa, Detroit. Who's your player of the game? Who has to have an outstanding game?
Jameson Williams.
I believe that. I pointed it out early.
If he can take the top off early with Detroit, that's going to open up the rest of the game for them. Because they're going to have to respect his speed. We know he's a speedster. If he connect with him early at least once or twice, they're going to respect his speed. They're going to have to back up. Then once they back up, that's gonna open up the running game, and it's gonna open up Laporta. So God. So with him on the outside, you can no longer put 9 and 8 men in the box because you're gonna have to put a man over on him because he can run past everybody. Yeah. Then you got Laporta. Then you got what's the abbreviation boy name?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah. Then you got him over there.
Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I always think of you remember He-Man and Mum-Ra? Mum-Ra. So that's what I always think of when I say his name. For me, it's the running game for Detroit. If the running game can bring that extra man down in the box.
Oh boy. I'm at 927, 26, 25, 24, 23. That's where you at?
No, you're ahead. You're ahead, but it's okay.
No, I'm gonna pause, sir.
No. He it's his grip. It's his grip, said. They showed it.
It's who grip?
Brock Purdy. He has a wet hand.
Oh yeah. No, I'm talking about this. No, you ever watched the run?
No, I'm about to see the run right now.
Okay. So Green Bay. Okay. When they come back to the line to get ready to run the next play, let me know, then I'll push play again. Because for some reason I'm way ahead of you.
Okay. Boom. He just got tackled. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 16. They showing the replay. Look at this. Chase Young got sealed. Aaron Jones is just legit. He is just super legit, man. All right. They had the ball. They had the offsides. False start. Defensive offsides.
Okay.
I'm at 8:50. And this is about to be a flag on San Francisco.
That's fine. That's fine.
They are imploding at the wrong time. The defense needs to do something to step up. Aaron Jones, big play. I see you, Bruce. Who is this, Dylan? Oh, nice jump. That's Wilson. 31.
Got him.
With the nice hurdle. Head down. You ain't know I can do that at 250, 260. Yeah, you just made Sports Center. You just made Sports Center. Extra man down in the box for San Fran. Play action. Tight end streaking across the middle. Chase Young in pursuit. Dump off. Held to a gain of nothing. Back to the line of scrimmage. First 100-yard rusher allowed in the last 51 games for them. 107 yards rushing tonight by Aaron Jones. Said the app is always faster than the TV.
Not mine.
I'm off the Fire Stick.
Yeah, I know you're
that's a face mask. That's a face mask. 7 minutes. I'm at 7 minutes. That's 7 minutes. Jay Black, what's good?
Oh boy, he threw a duck out there.
San Fran need to hold them to a legit field goal if they want a chance. If they want a shot, they legit got to hold them to a field goal. They cannot give up anything bigger than 3 points. Oh my God. Fourth down, field goal units coming on.
Wow, that was a bad miss.
Mm-hmm. You sped up. You was behind me. You sped up.
Oh, I just clicked it just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the win. Hey, the win. The flag was going just that way too. Did you see that? It's just a touch of love. It looked like it was going to hook inside, and the wind blowing that way. The fans go wild. San Fran still has a chance. They still have a chance to get out of here with a win. Okay, say it. Our late game, Kansas City and Buffalo. Same question. Who needs to step up for between KC and Buffalo?
I think I said this earlier because I think I was one of the few people that picked. Hold on a second, cheers. Okay, I was one of the people that picked Buffalo because I think that Joe Brady, offensive coordinator, has changed that scheme. He's changed that team because he's made Diggs understand that we have to go this way first before we get to him, and we're going to get to him. And he has utilized Cook as an X weapon, running back, slot, wide receiver. So if you put him in a slot, he got a linebacker on him, he's going to beat him every time. He can still run the ball up the middle. You put him at wide receiver, I'm talking about Cook. You put him at wide receiver, you put a linebacker on him, he's going to run right past him. Because that's the way Joe Brady has seen him as an X factor to their offensive scheme. Yeah. As long as Josh Allen runs the scheme, they'll be fine. I think they'll win this game. It's going to be close, but I think they'll win this game. So I would say Josh Allen is the key to Buffalo winning this game. His play is going to be key.
I like Josh Allen as the key to the game. You know, KC has, everybody kept saying, oh, if KC only had a defense, KC only had a defense. Well, KC has a defense now, right? And Gabe played big in Buffalo's win at KC. Gabe was missing last week, right? If he can get back this week and play big, that allows, that will stop KC from being able to double team Diggs. And your number one corner may have to, play both sides, and you won't be able to go one-on-one with whoever it is that you feel is the number one threat then. So for me, it is KC's defense. KC's defense has to play big. They need turnovers, they need 3 and outs, and they need to stop the run. If KC's defense does that and gets the ball back to Patrick Mahomes, because these wide receivers are iffy. They led the league in drops. If they can get that ball back to Patrick Mahomes as many times as possible, and they can run that ball and establish the running game, I think they whoa. I think they have an excellent shot there of winning this game. I think Green Bay had their shot, and I think they missed it. I think San Fran's going to go down here and take this game. Kyle Shanahan's got to call some good plays. He's got to get Brock Purdy somewhere where he can set his feet and deliver a good ball too. All of a sudden, Jordan Love over there looking like Bubbles from The Wire.
Let's see.
Positive yards.
Oh boy.
They'd be speeding up on me. They'd be cheating, y'all. He's like, "Oh, wait,
I said, oh boy." That's all I said was, "Oh boy."
Let me see where you at." And then he starts cheating. Kittle, don't get mad now.
What you got? 3:30. What you got? How many seconds on the clock?
3:38.
No, I'm talking about on the.
Kittle just dropped that pass.
No, I'm talking about on the. Hold on a second. The 30-second clock is what I'm talking about.
Oh, hold on. I'm in the replay of Kittle dropping that pass.
I'm talking the 30-second play.
16, 4.
We're just talking live.
13, 12, 10 at 3:38. 4. Yep, they just snapped the ball. Was that complete? Oh, nice catch. Is he moving? Is that a catch set?
Mm-hmm. University of Georgia.
Oh, come on. Come on, Bulldog.
Chris Conner, University of Georgia.
Yeah. Nice pass. Now, that pass was on time.
Yeah, that field goal, that was a big miss by
of course,
Green Bay's field goal kicker.
Whoa, he was wide open over there. There was nobody near him. Christian McCaffrey's just in the flat by himself.
Yep. Tell me what you got on the clock.
2:43, 41.
You say 2:40?
Yeah, 2.
You must have hesitated something. I'm like at 2:24. Yeah, you must have.
No, you skipped ahead again.
No, I didn't. I've been pausing it.
I don't know.
No, yours must be hesitating. I'm at like 2:24.
I'm not. I'm over here just churning it out.
Yeah, your joint must have hesitated.
Oh, he just threw a punch. He threw a punch. Them two been going at it. Jenkins and in that corner, they've been going at it the whole game. He must have said something about his mama.
What's your time you at now?
2 minutes. The 2-minute warning.
See, how you pass me? He said 2:40.
That was before the play said. Who took the over on this game? Nobody?
No, everybody took the 49ers.
Man. This is it. This is what it comes down to right here.
Yep.
And Jay Black said, pick you way behind him in the post game. You way behind him in the post game. I see, Jay. I feel you. Because the actual game right now is at 107, and the actual score is 23-21. San Fran has the ball. (24-21) now. They kicked the extra point. So we know the outcome, but we appreciate you. I told you I'm off the fire stick right now, so.
He's here in the post game show?
No, he's not in the post game. He's messing with me.
Oh.
Jay messing with me right now. To pick you way behind. Brock Purdy got out the pocket. Scrambles, gets close to a first down. 1 minute 45 on the clock.
Well, I won't tell you what just popped up on my phone there.
Oh, yeah, it said you on the app.
No, it popped up on my phone. I haven't seen it yet. Popped up on my phone.
Oh, no, I already know. I read it off my phone, too.
Oh, okay.
See, but my question was, did they let him score to try to save some time?
Well, we haven't seen it yet.
They got a minute and 7 seconds and the ball. Green Bay does now. With 3 timeouts. A minute and 7 seconds. With 3 timeouts and you down 3. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they just let him score? Should he have gone down at the 1 with the first down to start making them use the timeouts? It is survive in advance, right? Defense hasn't done too much all day. They can get a field goal, and I got you. And that's what I'm saying. Is should he have gone down at the 1, and make the 49ers make the Packers use they still had to score a touchdown.
No,
but at that point in time,
but at the same time, you risk a fumble.
Okay.
At the same time, sometimes you risk a fumble.
So take the points when you can take the points. Right. But that's the thing. That's what I'm asking is, do you think that the Green Bay Packers just allowed them to score so they can get the ball back with as much time as possible? Because you got all 3 timeouts. You haven't really stopped their offense all day.
Right.
The heck of an ending right here.
Yeah, for sure.
Third and 2.
I mean, it's still a minute. They got 3 timeouts left, so They got the full complement of timeout. And then if they get in a hurry up, if they get in a hurry up and San Francisco is not in position, then San Francisco use one of their 3 timeouts, so they can save some time as well.
Yep.
Now, if that was me, I wouldn't kick it. I wouldn't kick it deep like that. I would kick it to where maybe hit the 10, 5, between the 5 and the 10, to see if they decide to return it. Why? Clock starts running. You know what I'm saying? Clock starts running. I mean, they may go to the sign up that the touchback sign.
They special teams also almost gave one away earlier.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? You never know. They may decide, okay, let's try it anyway. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with it anyway, try to run it. Never know. They might put it on the carpet again.
Hey, Jay Black said it's raining. All it takes is a bumble snap. That's why you go under center. Yep. That's why I said go down at the 1. Right? Go down at the 1. Make them use their timeouts.
Out of bounds.
But you take it where you get. You take it where you can. You take
what's on your clock? Pick.
102.
Countdown.
He hiked the ball. Incomplete pass is 3rd and 2. Green Bay. 52 seconds left in the game, in the actual game right now. So.
Okay, so you're a little bit ahead of me.
No, that's off my phone. That's off my phone.
I'm at 102. You haven't hiked the ball yet, on the time the 30-second clock is down to 10 seconds.
Game over. Bruce said game over.
Okay, he missed 2nd and 2, 59 seconds. He threw it too high. He had it. Oh no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He threw it like he was supposed to. Greenlaw. I didn't see Greenlaw. It's raining.
It is raining now.
That's what happened to TCU.
That's what happened to TCU.
Started raining on their side. Good catch.
Wait, what? Wait. Oh, is he about to miss another field goal?
What's the time?
Nope. I'm not telling. Oh, on my TV, 52 seconds.
What's the 30-second clock on?
They don't have it up. 24, 22,
okay.
20.
I'm slightly ahead of you. Oh, he threw a duck. He did what you're not supposed to do.
Ticked off. Went back across your body, across the field. San Fran's ball. They telling him to go down. But this is the same dude this is his 2nd interception of the day.
Yeah.
And his teammates kept telling him, go down.
He threw across his body.
Yep.
What a quarterback is not supposed to do, and he threw a duck. That's probably one of the worst throws he's had of the day. That one right there.
Yeah, two linebackers in position.
I'm trying to see what he's looking at. What is he looking at? What is he looking at? The only dude open is the dude on the far left. There's a tight end on the far left.
Yeah, I see.
It's too far for him to stop and throw that ball. He should have threw the ball out of bounds.
He said he should have went down. Because they all gonna try to go at that ball. Survive and advance. Green Bay. San Fran. The Battle of the Bays. San Fran. Survive and advance. The number 1 seed will be playing at home next week. I bet you they'll play better next week. Survive in advance is all you can do. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to First String Podcast. Say it. Thanks. It's been a pleasure. You know we always do this. We love to sit and talk football. Thank y'all for checking in with us. We appreciate it. Make sure y'all ride with us on Tuesday. We got Denton Day from the Kevin Sheehan Show. and college football wrap-up show on Excellent Radio, checking in with us. We will be asking him a lot of NFL draft questions, along with, hey, maybe he may have some insight on who's the Commanders' next head coach. Said, did we cover everything?
Yes, sir. We hit it all.
We hit it all. Shouts out to my son, United States Air Force, first string podcast, second to none. Come get some. Tell him, Said.
Go Dogs. Shout out to Kirby.
Dogs. Shout out to Kirby.
Ready for your beats? Our first song is the person.